18 seconds.
That's a tall task. I don't care who the quarterback is. That's the odds of getting that done are minuscule.
Dax Hill playing like a deep center fielder. Jacksonville will flood the right side of the field with wide receivers. Lawrence waiting for the shotgun snap with 18 seconds left. The Bengals lead by 4. Browning with a deep drop. Hendrickson nails him. And that is coffin nails.
Bam, bam, bam. Trey Hendrickson. Little celebration, then he strikes the pose. Little statue pose by Trey.
Jacksonville snapped the ball. Lawrence throws a pass. It is caught at the 30. Here comes the lateral drill for Jacksonville. There's a penalty flag down. Now it's thrown backward. Caught by Etienne at the 30. Runs to the 35-40. Knight missed him. Now a pitch toward the sideline. Deflected out of bounds by Cam Taylor-Britt. And the Cincinnati Bengals are 2-0. It wasn't easy, but they get the job done thanks to Jake Browning. Fast start, check, as the Bengals beat Jacksonville 31-27.
I mean, literally, the Cincinnati Bengals did not have a lead till 30 seconds or less to play in the football game. I mean, it's crazy. But that's life in the National Football League. You can't take anything for granted. You can't take any lead for granted. Teams can come back. These teams are so talented. They have such great personnel. And this was a total team effort by the Bengals, Dan. Offense, defense, and special teams. Every area can say, we made a contribution to win this football game today.
2 years ago on Monday Night Football, in his second NFL start, Jake Browning threw for 300.
All your music, radio, and podcasts. Thanks for listening to the iHeartRadio app. You're currently outside the approved area to stream this play-by-play event.
Of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Let's go! Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99. And we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
You ready?
Yay!
Dan Patrick, always saying the right things. Here's my thought process with this.
If I had abs,
Just think about it. And always asking the right questions.
you don't have to answer it. I have to ask the questions.
It's the Dan Patrick Show. I want publicity. Doing radio the only way he knows how. Listen weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. Right here on Fox Sports Radio.
The microphone is yours.
Give me the playback. Jason Smith and Mike Harmon are dropping knowledge like this.
Lamar Jackson today apologized for shoving the Bills fan who hit DeAndre Hopkins on the helmet, and it's a play.
888-848-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
Mitch Holter's back here at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Really good job by the Colts. They didn't get fooled by the bootleg action. They stayed right on their man-to-man coverage, stayed on their man, and stuffed it.
That was Joe Bocci on the tackle, and the Broncos under Bo Nix are going quickly at the line of scrimmage. He lines up in the shotgun here. Ball in the left hash. Dobbins, the running back, to the right side. Now Nix looking over the Colts four-man front. 10 on the play clock, changing the play. Drops back into the shotgun formation, waiting on a snap, takes it. Plants in the pocket, whisks it over in the middle, and that's a catch and run. 30, 25, and close to the 20-yard line go the Denver Broncos, and that is Pat Bryant, the wide receiver out of Illinois, his first catch as Zaire Franklin makes the tackle, but Bryant down to the 23-yard line for a pickup of 12.
Yeah, Sean was really talking about they didn't use him enough. He had a great camp and didn't play a snap last week, so look for Bryant to be more involved today.
Yeah, that's his first career catch in the NFL coming from the Big Ten. Pistol look now, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. In the ball game now at the running back position is R.J. Harvey. 4 on the play clock. Nix barely gets the snap off. Now he's going to take a shot downfield for the end zone, and going up and high pulling the ball for a touchdown is Marvin Mims, and he makes the catch in the back of the end zone on Xavier Howard, and that play covers 23 yards for a touchdown. So both teams have scored on their first possessions of the game, but it's Denver with a touchdown, and it's 6-3 in favor of the Broncos. First time all season the Colts have trailed on the scoreboard.
Yep, that's a terrific drive. They ran the ball well and basically got Mims, and Howard couldn't stay with him and just beat him with speed up the top.
Marvin Mims, the third-year wide receiver, with his 8th career touchdown. Last week only had 3 catches for 12. That one covers 23. Will Lutz on for the extra point, and he drives it up, and it is good. Will Lutz, in his 10th year in the NFL, he's never kicked at Lucas Oil Stadium in the regular season. Well, he crosses that off here today. And so the Broncos answer the Colts with a scoring drive of their own. It's the Broncos 7, Colts 3, 8:24 to go in the second. Make that the first quarter. We'll tell you about the scoring drive when we come back. You're listening to Colts football on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Do you want to kick it with the Colts on the field of the next home game? Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you and 3 guests a chance to be on the field during kickoff. Enter today for a chance to see the Colts take the field and watch kickoff. Then enjoy the game from VIP field level seats and more for the ultimate game day experience. Are you ready to kick it with the Colts? Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
This is Matt Gonzalez, and the Colts play here every week. 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
The Colts and AES Indiana want you to bring the energy to Lucas Oil Stadium all season long. Enter today for a chance to win VIP field level seats to the next Colts home game at Colts.com/AES. The Broncos get on the board. They lead 7-3. Matt?
Big scoring drive for them with a touchdown, a 23-yard passing play. Bo Nix to Marvin Mims Jr. And their scoring drive brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. Last time they had it 6 plays, 64 yards, 3 minutes and 27 seconds of time of possession. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Denver up by 4 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. So the Colts getting ready for their second possession offensively. So we thought the defenses would come to play, Rick, but the offenses say, hey, hold my beer. We're going to score some points.
No, there's no question about it. That was very easy for them. I mean, they pounded us with the run, and then they got an isolation using Mims outside, which they don't normally do.
Denver kicks off left to right to the Colts, taken to the 2-yard line by Indianapolis at the 10, 15, 20. Anthony Gould breaking it out left outside the numbers across the 25-yard line, and he's pushed out of bounds by Denver. The Colts have decent starting field position. Devin Key, the backup safety, makes the tackle, so the Colts will start near the 30-yard line on their second drive offensively with 8:18 to go in the first quarter. And that first drive, Daniel Jones was 3 for 6 in the passing game. Last week, 22 for 29. The 75.9% last week, the sixth best of his career with at least 20 attempts. And he threw for 272 and a touchdown. Ball near the 30-yard line for the Colts. 1st and 10. Indianapolis back to work, right to left. Daniel Jones under center. Hands off left side on the counter to Jonathan Taylor. Navigates that defense and plows up to the 35-yard line for a gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah, you got to be able to run it here. We got to be able to mix it. Real nice job just pounding off tackle to our left.
Jonathan Taylor last year against the Broncos went over 100 yards. Last week, he also had 3 catches for 27 and 2 first downs in the pass game. 2nd down and 5. We'll see how much the Colts utilize him today through the air. He lines up in the pistol look behind Daniel Jones. Ball on the left hash. Colts in white, Denver in the orange. Colts are down by 4. Shotgun snap to Jones. Gives off again to Taylor. Close to a first down. Stretching for extra yardage. Brought down by Pat Surtain around the 39-yard line. That is going to be a gain of about 4.5 for Jonathan Taylor and bring up 3rd down and very short now for the Colts.
Yeah. Let's make this first down right here. Let's get this first down. Again, Danny's excellent at the sneak. You have that in your arsenal now.
Yeah, they used him twice last week for touchdowns, quarterback sneaks. 3rd and a couple of feet for the Colts on their own 39-yard line, trailing 7-3 to the Broncos. 2nd drive of the game for the Colts. Now Tyler Warren goes under center, now backs out. Daniel Jones takes a shotgun. RPO rolling out to the right, being chased. Now he's going to take off and get a first
Good
down
job.
with his feet. Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes with the legs. First down, Colts.
Yeah, and this is where he's so much better than people think. Basically, they jammed that play inside, and they were going to run. They were going to run that little boot. It was covered, and he just ran it. He showed terrific speed on the edge there.
Gets a couple of yards there. Gain of 2. Larry Overton to the 41-yard line.
And that kind of speed has been enough to impress Jonathan Taylor. I asked JT about that last week, and he said, guys will hit 21 miles an hour in a game because of adrenaline, but Daniel Jones does 21 miles an hour in practice. He thinks that's something that definitely is unique and caught JT's eye. So pretty high praise from a guy who's darn fast himself.
Jones, play action, drops to throw.
Got it.
Airs it downfield. Tyler Warren, there he goes, down the near sideline, 30. He's at the 20-yard line, then bang. banged out of bounds at the Denver 18-yard line, wide open. Tyler Warren, a catch and run inside the Coca-Cola red zone and a gain of 41 yards.
And this is the same type of play as last week. They're able to drive deep, and then they're going to get Warren back into the corner, whether it's from the outside or the inside, and he snuck right out there wide open. Good play action, froze him. He came out of the backfield here and slipped through.
That's the longest pass play for the Colts in the young season. 41-yard pickup to the 18-yard line of Denver. Under center goes Daniel Jones. Play action now is booting out to the left. Again connects. This time it's a tight end. Big Mo Alley Cox inside the 15. He rumbles. It is going to be pushed out of bounds around the 10 for 8 yards.
Big explosive play. Then we come back with the bootleg. Danny is really good on the run, throwing the ball. We saw it every day in training camp. He's an outstanding bootleg quarterback. Now let's get it in the red zone. Again, this is something that we've got to hammer in there. We don't want to settle for 3. We want to get 7 here.
Colts are 0 for 1 so far in the red zone, but this time it's 2nd down and 2 at the Denver 10. Out of the pistol look, it's Daniel Jones with 3 tight ends into the game. They stack to the left side, ball in the near hash, and it's Jones on an RPO. Now he's going to take off and run, but he's dragged down from behind. That's a tackle for loss back around the 14-yard line with Jonah Ellis, the outside linebacker, getting a tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's an outstanding play by Ellis. It looked like we had it for a second. He did a really good job of what we call running the line and getting him down, forcing now a 3rd and 6. This is still a money down, but it's a little bit more difficult than the 3rd and 2.
Ellis in his 2nd year out of Utah had a tackle for loss last week, and that is his 9th career TFL. A loss of about 5 brings up 3rd down and 7 at the 15-yard line. Colts can get a first down without scoring. They're inside the red zone. Jones goes out of the gun. 2 receivers go right to the Colts. For the Colts, 2 go left as well. Jones, shotgun snap, looks left. Stands in the pocket, takes a shot for Alec Pierce into the end zone. Broken up about 5 yards into the end zone by who else? Pat Surtain. He was draped all over Alec Pierce into the end zone. Gets a pass breakup, the defensive player of the year last year. Actually, that was Riley Moss. I beg your pardon. I saw the number 2. Moss wears 21. I thought it was Surtain wearing 2, but Moss over there with a great pass breakup.
He's got his hand. He's grabbing Pierce by the jersey. Terrible call.
There's a 33-yard field goal from Spencer Schrader as the drive stalls out. Rigoberto Sanchez puts it down. The kick is up, and it flies through the uprights, and it is good. So the Colts have had 2 really productive drives, but they've stalled out inside the red zone. They've had to settle for 2 field goals, and they still trail on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. It's the Broncos 7, Colts 6, as Indianapolis goes 8 plays, 55 yards, 4:05 of time of possession, and Spencer Schrader connects on a 33-yard field goal. 4:19 to go in the first quarter. Denver ball when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Hey, Colts fans, score a big home win with a new Carrier home comfort system. Carrier offers a full lineup of efficient solutions for a range of heating and cooling needs and price points. Visit Carrier.com/Colts to start exploring the perfect system for your family. Carrier, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Turn to the experts.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80-plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at academy.com.
The newly expanded ER at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital is built for whatever comes your way, with more space and a team trained for the toughest plays. And when your child is seriously hurt or sick, you need more than a quick fix. You need a game plan. That's why when you leave the ER, we'll connect you with the right pediatric specialists for follow-up care. Learn more about our newly expanded ER at ascension.org/Peyton Manning Indy ER.
Hey, it's JMV. For all you need to know about the Colts, you lock this thing up right here on The Fan.
Colts fans, enter the Kicking It with the Colts sweepstake presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance for a chance to be on the field during kickoff and enjoy the game from VIP field level seats. Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI. The second possession inning and field goal for the Colts. They trail 7-6, Matt.
4:19 to go in the first quarter, and a little bit of history for the Colts. They have now scored points on all 9 of their possessions to begin a season. They were 7 for 7 scoring points last week, 2 for 2 today, albeit field goals. But the Colts have tied an NFL record for consecutive possessions ending in points to start a season with the 2024 New Orleans Saints, who did that last year. But things are stalling out inside the red zone. Rick Venturi, what's going on down there?
That's the problem right now. We get in that third down situation, can't convert it. And now, despite really good offensive play for 2 weeks, we're 3 for 8 in the red zone, and that's not good. We've got to improve that quickly.
Well, Spencer Schrader kicks off, and I think he got a little bit too much leg on that kick than he wanted to, because it's taken by the Broncos about 2 yards deep into the end zone by Marvin Mims, who takes a knee, and that's going to give them good field position because of the touchback rules now. Remember, in 2025, the touchback comes out to the 35-yard line, so that's probably, from what I can guess, Rick, a mistake there by Spencer Schrader.
Yeah, he wanted that to hit right about the 3-yard line. Like you said it perfectly. We got a little bit too much into it. With Mims back there, you're going to be real careful with your kick, and that can get you in trouble a little bit.
Denver 7, Colts 6. Denver scored a touchdown last time they had it on their first drive as J.K. Dobbins is in the backfield along with a fullback, Adam Prentice, who they brought up off the practice squad yesterday. Bo Nix on first down, under center, outside zone, and Dobbins cuts it up and dives upfield for around the 39-yard line. DeForest Buckner makes the tackle for the Colts, and Dobbins had a nice couple of productive runs on that first drive. He picks up 4 right there on first down.
Yeah, Colts playing bear. They're returning the favor. A lot of 5-man bear here early by both teams, which means a lot of off-tackle runs.
Yeah. And Buckner made the tackle. He ranks 3rd in tackles among defensive tackles in Colts history. Brings up 2nd down and 6 at the 39-yard line. Lucas Oil Stadium making a lot of noise. Nix under center. 2 receivers go to left side, including a tight end. Lone back in the backfield is Dobbins. Nix hands off to Dobbins into the boundary, and he is smushed down to the turf by the Colts and smacked down around the 41-yard line. Tyquan Lewis and Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner all make the tackle. That was Harvey on the run for a gain of about 2. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Broncos. So far in the game on their first drive, Denver on 3rd down. Actually, this is their first 3rd down test. 3rd and 3 at the 42-yard line of their own territory, going left to right against this Colts defense. Nix goes out of the gun, ball in the near hash, 4 receivers into the pattern, and is going to take a shot down the near sideline, incomplete. He was trying to go to Cortland Sutton, but it was great coverage there by Mekhi Blackman, who's getting the start today for the injured Charvarius Ward. And that pass sails out of bounds, incomplete in front of the Colts bench. And now it's going to bring up 4th and 3. And Denver's going to punt near midfield.
Boy, that was a good job by Blackman. He did a good job. He pressed Cortland, but he stayed on top of him. And that's how you have to play him all day. Really impressed with that particular snap right there.
It's Jeremy Crawshaw, the rookie out of Florida, on to punt. He's set up inside the 30-yard line. Snap back to him, right foot into it. High, wobbly punt. Underneath it is Anthony Gould. Makes the catch around the 11-yard line, zigging and zagging his way upfield. Gets into the 15 before he's swarmed down by a host of Broncos covering that play. And that's going to take us to a timeout on the field after a 47-yard punt by Denver. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. And it is Denver 7, Colts 6. I think it's just a 30-second timeout here. So we're going to stay here during the change of possession with the Colts getting ready for their 3rd drive of the game, starting at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Crenshaw, he did a good job last week of keeping that ball inside the 20. Rob just had him in a 4.68, which means he had a real hanger right there, and that backs you up on the 10-yard line.
So Daniel Jones and company back to work. The Colts huddle. around the 10-yard line with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Third drive of the game coming up for the Colts. They got a pair of field goals output-wise on their first two possessions, trailing by a point on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Colts in white, Denver in the orange. Colts on the move right to left. That is from south to north here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Daniel Jones goes out of the gun, tight into the right side. Also up top is Michael Pittman Jr. Daniel Jones flies it downfield on first down over the head of his intended target. Over on the far sideline, it's Drew Ogletree, and the crowd wants a flag, and there is a penalty on the field. Sitting around the 43-yard line in the secondary. So hold on just a second. It might be on Denver on defense on how they defended the Colt route combination.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. The ball replaced at the spot of the foul. Automatic.
It actually, he fouled Pittman downfield. Pittman was the deep receiver, and Pittman ended up on the ground.
So it's on Pat Surtain.
Yep.
And a good penalty for the Colts in terms of down and distance upcoming up.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be automatic first down.
He tackled him downfield.
Second penalty of the game on Denver. It'll be 1st and 10 Colts at the 38-yard line. A 23-yard penalty for pass interference. Colts with a fresh set of downs now. Daniel Jones goes out of the gun. Play action, drops to throw. Continues to give ground, throws downfield for Tyler Warren. Threw it to the crowd, and it is broken up. That was triple coverage there. And that's Brandon Jones, the safety out of Texas, who knocked the ball out of Tyler Warren's possession. That was a dangerous throw by Daniel Jones. There were more defenders there than offensive options of Tyler Warren. Now it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Really good protection there. Denver's bringing pressure right here off the edge, bringing the safeties off the edge. And basically that ended up being Surtain on Warren with help.
Wiley Cox in motion down the left side. 3 receivers go that way for the Colts. Jones goes out of the gun. Jonathan Taylor the back left. Daniel Jones plants in the pocket. He's going to zip it to the right flat, and that is a catch by Adonai Mitchell. Not enough for a first down. He had to go down low to bring it in, but he does. Up to the 46-yard line, a gain of 8, and now the Colts are in a favorable 3rd down and 2.
Man, that's another good catch. Every time he makes a good catch, we do jumping jacks because he's going to separate, but he's made 3 good hands catches in 2 games.
Indianapolis 1 for 3 so far on 3rd down. This is manageable here. 3rd and 2 at the 46-yard line of their own territory. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's Denver 7, Colts 6. 3rd drive of the game for the Colts. Jones goes out of the gun. Shotgun snap. Throws it right side. Caught Jonathan Taylor. Big run down the far sideline. 30. He's at the 20. Speed to burn, and Jonathan Taylor is ran out of bounds inside the Coca-Cola red zone at the 11-yard line of Denver.
Colts did a good job. They came in and they rubbed Singleton in that man-to-man coverage. He had to go over the pick, and he never made it. I thought we were going to see Jonathan running into the end zone. I had it in my eyes.
Gain of 43 yards. Catch and run. Jonathan Taylor, they call his name here. Running to the right side of the numbers inside the 10. He's going to cram it down to around the 7 and pick up 4 on first down.
Yeah, let's don't be afraid to run it a little bit. My God, we look like we're in 7-on-7 today. Very effective, but man, we are throwing that rock.
Yeah, Jones has 12 pass attempts already in the game, but the Colts so far have 2 plays on offense that have covered at least 40 yards, both in the pass game. One to Tyler Warren, the other to Jonathan Taylor. 2nd down and 6 at the 7-yard line. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Colts trail by a point. Jones goes out of the gun in motion to the right side is Michael Pittman Jr. Inside give again to Taylor. That's the 5. Jump cutting his way down to the 2. Still powering down to the 1-yard line. He's got a first down, though, I think. Around the 1.
First down. Man, we pounded that one.
And the crowd is roaring in approval of the effort by Jonathan Taylor on that run. It does give the Colts a first down at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Colts see time winding down in the first quarter. And they're heading towards the other end. And they're setting the tone and gathering some momentum as we start the second quarter. The Colts are looking for points on their 3rd consecutive drive to start the game. And we are 15 minutes in. When we come back for quarter two, it'll be first and goal for the Colts at the Denver 1-yard line. It's the Broncos 7, Colts 6. We're back in a moment on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Football fans know that traditions matter, turning moments together into something truly epic. They're what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives, all to give you that perfect crunch. Discover your next tradition this football season. Head to the store, grab your Tostitos team bag, and scan the code for a chance to score an epic experience with the Indianapolis Colts. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the Indianapolis Colts.
Score the chance to fly up and away with an away game giveaway from Oliver Winery and the Indianapolis Colts. Enter to win a VIP trip for two, including airfare and hotel, to watch the Colts play Kansas City on November 23rd. Oliver Winery, the official wine of the Indianapolis Colts. Enter at Colts.com/wine.
Your vehicle deserves the finest care and protection. That's why you need Lucas Oil Additives. Whether you need to solve a common automotive problem or protect your vehicle for the long road ahead, there's a Lucas additive to meet your needs. To see the entire line of products, visit lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil. It works.
Query and Company, weekdays at noon on 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
Colts fans, enter the Tailgate Blitz sweepstakes presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors for a chance to win 2 tickets to a Colts home game, 2 pregame sideline passes, a tailgating pack from Academy Sports and Outdoor, and more. 5 winners will be selected this season. Learn more at Colts.com/Academy. Broncos lead 7-6, but to start the second quarter, the Colts have it first and goal, Matt.
And they do so at the 1-yard line of Denver as we begin the second period. It was all set up by a big catch and run by Jonathan Taylor moments ago. The play covered 43 yards. Taylor now has 8 catches over 25 yards in his career since 2020. And coming into the game, he was tied for the 11th spot among running backs in that span. So we have switched into the field now. Rick Venturi, the Colts are going left to right, looking to punch it in from 1 yard out.
Yeah, they've got Denver talking to themselves. Now, Denver only gave up 133 last week totally. We're at 176 already, or 163 already. So, we got them talking to themselves. Let's get it in here. Punch it in.
Taylor the lone back. Jones under center. Quarterback sneak try again for Daniel Jones. And he's still keeping those legs churning. No signal yet.
Get away from it.
And now there's some extracurriculars going on before the whistles come in and blow the play dead. This is John Franklin Myers and Michael Pittman Jr.
Franklin Myers punched him. Get him out of there. He punched Pittman.
He sure did. Larry, it's getting heated down
there. Get him out of there.
Actually, Franklin went to Warren first. He went after Tyler Warren. Pittman came in defense.
Jones under center again. Tries another quarterback sneak, and I think he's denied as the Broncos went over the top of that pile and pushed Jones backwards on his attempt to cross the goal line. So that was second down and goal at the 1. Now it's going to bring up third and goal at the 1, and there's a late flag at the end of the play. Penalty on the field here.
Offside. Defense, number 96. The Phillies have the distance to goal. Replay, second down.
Good. That gives the Colts another chance there. And that is Owuzarike, the defensive lineman, the guilty party there. So the Colts are going to redo second down and goal at the 1. Again, Jones under center. Takes the snap. Trying to put the ball across the goal line. There's the signal finally. Touchdown! Daniel Jones with his third quarterback keeper for a touchdown in the early going of the season. And the Colts with their first touchdown of the afternoon today. They now lead 12-7.
That's the first touchdown Denver's given up. As I said, 163 yards in the first quarter, basically. And one thing that's critical, I talked so much about first down in the pregame. The Colts are 9 for 13 successful plays on first down. 9 for 13. So, they're balling it, and they finally pounded it in.
On for the extra point is Spencer Schrader. It's 12-7 in favor of the Colts. And tack on one more as the PAT is up and good. Daniel Jones with his third rushing touchdown of the season. He had a career-high 5 rushing touchdowns back in 2020, and that mark is in serious danger here in 2025 as the Colts go 7 plays, 84 yards. That ties the longest drive of the season for the Colts in terms of length. 3 minutes and 30 seconds of time of possession. Daniel Jones with a 1-yard quarterback keeper into the end zone for the touchdown. Colts lead 13-7 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. I think we're going to stay here during the break, as that's just a 30-second timeout. And the scoring drive to the end zone for the Colts brought to you by Sharp Business Systems, the official document solutions provider of the Colts. So Indianapolis with some momentum. They're 10 for 10, Larry Overton. Every drive they've had this season has resulted in the points for the Colts.
Absolutely incredible start to this season and start to this game. Daniel Jones just walked down and had to give all the credit to his offensive line for the persistence to get him into the end zone yet again for another rushing touchdown on behalf of the quarterback. Took a lot of opportunity down here, especially with Quentin Nelson and Bernard Ryman for their roles in making that a successful, yet another successful scoring drive. First touchdown of the game for Indy.
And Spencer Schrader's going to kick off. Yeah, last week, Daniel Jones, we'll tell you here more about that in just a second as Spencer Schrader kicks off. Marvin Mims on the kickoff return. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still going, and he's stacked up by the Colts outside the numbers near the Denver sideline around the 32-yard line, brought down by the Colts, and that's Shegu Alubi again, part of that tackle. But last week, Daniel Jones joined Dante Culpepper as the only quarterback since 1950 to have at least 2 rushing touchdowns in their starting debut for 2 different teams. So now the Broncos are down on the scoreboard, 13-7, 14:05 to go in the second quarter, and Denver begins on their own 33-yard line, navigating on the Colts right to left. Denver in the orange, the Colts were in the all-white today at the whiteout at Lucas Oil Stadium. Nix play action, throws left, and destroyed on the outside by Kenny Moore. On the catch was Troy Franklin around the 30-yard line. A tackle for loss, a loss of 3. Great tackle on the perimeter by Kenny Moore II.
Yep, that quick screen wasn't going anywhere there. Kenny, great job.
The Broncos go quickly. 2nd down and 13. They're back on the ball in the near hash. Nix goes out of the gun. 2 receivers stacked to the right side. Backing to throw. Setups around the 20-yard line. Baseball turns his way out of trouble to the left side. He's at the 20. Throws downfield again for Franklin. He's got it with an over-the-shoulder catch, streaking down the near Colts sideline inside Indianapolis' 30-yard line. Terrific backyard play by Bo Nix, and found a 42-yard completion to Troy Franklin.
Yeah, Kwity Paye made a terrible play there. Kwity Paye jumped inside. You cannot let Nix on the edge.
That's the longest pass play of the season for the Broncos. Nix hands off to a running back. This is R.J. Harvey, the rookie out of Central Florida. And he's going to use 2nd and 3rd effort and pound the ball down to the Indianapolis 25-yard line and pick up 3. That was a back-breaking play. It was 2nd down and long, and the Colts with some leakage in the secondary after Bo Nix kind of turned that play into backyard football.
Yeah, and again, Paye went inside. He ducked inside and I said right from the beginning, you must keep Nix enclosed. Make him win in the pocket.
2nd down and 7 at the 25-yard line of Indianapolis I formation. J.K. Dobbins back in as the running back. They play action to him. Rolling
wide open.
Nix, and he flings it upfield inside the 20-yard line, and they make the grab. This time it's Adam Troutman, the tight end. He's going to be up in it on the outside by DeForest Buckner. Also coming up and making some help there was Cam Bynum, but it does produce a 1st down to the Indianapolis 18-yard line.
Yeah. Again, they're going to boot with him. They're going to boot with him, going to boot with him. And basically, you got to slow down on that backside.
Troutman had 1 catch last week. Already has 2 this afternoon. 1st and 10 to the 18-yard line for Denver. They trail 13-7. Nix goes out of the gun. Ball in the right hash. Shotgun snap to the quarterback. Here's an RPO. Flies it upfield on a slant pattern. Catch and run to the 5-yard line. Outside the numbers right. And looking to trying to get the football in the end zone is Troy Franklin. And he's stopped just short around the 3-yard line by Cam Bynum. And that'll produce a 1st down. And that'll be 1st and goal for Denver inside the 5 as they go quickly at the line of scrimmage. Bo Nix orchestrating things at the line of scrimmage. Ball in the right hash. Hands off to Dobbins. Jump cuts his way to the left, and he is eaten up by the Colts. Well short of the end zone and tackled backwards around the 4-yard line. Zaire Franklin led the charge along with Kenny Moore the second. Loss of a yard on that play. Everybody was very tough up front. Grover Stewart involved on that tackle too. It'll bring up second down and goal inside the 5. The ball is between the 3 and the 4-yard line. 10:50 to go until halftime. Colts lead by 6. This time, Nix between the hash marks, rolls to the right, finds a wide open player at the goal line. That's Troy Franklin into the end zone for an easy touchdown. It covers 3 yards to pay dirt. And for the time being, we are tied at 13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard.
Yep, and we are doing a lousy job of keeping Nix enclosed. That was a gimme right there. And, of course, the 42-yard pass was simply because he scrambled outside and bought time to throw it.
So Nix with a score. 10:42 to go in the second quarter. The passing play to Troy Franklin. Again, last year, Bo Nix set a Broncos rookie record for touchdown passes with 29. And Will Lutz is on for the extra point. That number was also the second most passing touchdowns by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. So the Broncos have the lead for the second time as they go 7 plays, 67 yards, over 3 minutes of time of possession. Bo Nix to Troy Franklin. So with 10:42 to go in the second quarter, the Colts are down again on the scoreboard. Denver 14, Colts 13 on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Caesar Sportsbook is a proud sports betting partner of the Indianapolis Colts. And every bet with the Caesar Sportsbook app earns with Caesar's Rewards, win or lose. Download the app, start betting, and you'll be closer to the types of perks only Caesars can offer. Colts tickets, bonus bets in the app, and stays and meals at top Caesar's Rewards destinations, like Horseshoe Indianapolis. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Caesar Sportsbook, the only sportsbook app with Caesar's Rewards.
You ready for game day? You got the Colts hoodie, the Colts knit cap. What's missing? The Huntington Bank debit card with the Indianapolis Colts logo. That's it. Huntington Bank is the official bank of the Indianapolis Colts. So come get that debit card to complete the fit. Do it for the shoe. Let's go Colts. Let's give more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go.
Run, James.
No. First base.
Go.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
The newly expanded ER at Peyton Manning Children's Hospital is built for whatever comes your way, with more space and a team trained for the toughest plays. And when your child is seriously hurt or sick, you need more than a quick fix. You need a game plan. That's why when you leave the ER, we'll connect you with the right pediatric specialists for follow-up care. Learn more about our newly expanded ER at ascension.org/Peyton Manning Indy ER.
Kevin Bowen here, and we will talk all about this weekday mornings at 7 on the Fan Morning Show.
Well, the third career touchdown for Troy Franklin puts the Broncos on top of the Colts 14-13 moments ago with 10 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the second quarter. Franklin left Oregon as their all-time leader in receiving touchdowns with 25. He played with Bo Nix for a couple years. As the Broncos kick off to the Colts, taken by Indianapolis at the 5. They're at the 20 between the hash marks and the numbers, and they will come up just short of the 30 on the return by Anthony Gould. And before the Colts can begin once again on offense, let's pause quickly for 10 seconds for network station identification on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
From the DriveHubler.com studios, this is 93.5 and 107.5, The Fan.
WIBC HD2, HD3, Indianapolis.
And speaking of Troy Franklin, he had 4 catches for 58 receiving yards and a touchdown on that last drive. The 58 yards receiving, a career high for him. second-year receiver out of Oregon. 1st and 10 for the Colts on their own 28. Colts on the move left to right. They're going to hand off left side to Jonathan Taylor, and he's going to maneuver the ball close to the 30-yard line, make it the 29, so gain of only a yard as Alex Singleton came up and made the tackle. Singleton missed most of last year with a torn ACL, and now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Colts with 10:15 and rolling here in the second quarter.
Yeah, we're getting that bear on 1st down with 4 defensive backs, and then they're going nickel on 2nd down.
Daniel Jones is 7 for 12 passing. He has a rushing touchdown. That came in the last drive for the Colts. He goes out of the gun here. Ball on the left hash. Backs to throw, feeling heat. Just does get rid of it. Throws it upfield. That's a catch. And that is Alec Pierce, who caught it on one knee and then was tackled around the 41-yard line. Gain of 11 as the tackle goes to Talanoa Hufanga, the safety. Well, that's a 1st down for the Colts, and staying in the pocket and taking a hit was Daniel Jones.
And making a terrific throw. I mean, Surtain was all over him. I don't know. They're not going to look at it. Go to the next one.
Yeah, that was almost an incomplete pass.
Pretty close.
As Pierce tried to keep the nose of that football from hitting the turf first. It was close based on the replay, but Denver choosing not to challenge. So 1st and 10 for the Colts at the 41-yard line. Colts moving left to right. Indianapolis trails 14-13. Pistol look for Jones. Here comes a flag. They leak it upfield, caught by Jonathan Taylor. He's across the 40, and he stood up at the 45-yard line. At the play stands, it's a gain of 4 on the outside completion to Jonathan Taylor. Singleton makes the tackle, but hang on for the explanation of the penalty.
They are coming off that edge.
Yeah, they are bringing a lot of heat. They're winning those one-on-one matchups,
illegal
too.
Shift. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Daniel's actually doing a great job of Matt. I mean, he's under a lot of fire off that edge, and he's able to get that ball out and throw fairly accurately with a lot of people close.
So the penalties on the Colts, their first flag today. Alec Pierce guilty there. 1st and 15. Move the ball back to the Colts 36-yard line. DJ Giddens, the rookie out of Kansas State, is in now for the first time. 1st and long for the Colts. Ball in the near hash. Daniel Jones backs to throw. He's going to fly it upfield. That is a catch. Not enough for a 1st down, but it's A.D. Mitchell who makes the catch and then takes a seat over on the far sideline. That's a pickup of 12 to the 48 as he caught the ball. His momentum took him out of bounds and landed on his backside. So now it's going to be very manageable upcoming for the Colts. 2nd down and 3 near midfield.
And the note there is he beat Riley Moss bad on that outcut. I mean, he turned him around, and we got to keep doing that. Using that Mitchell. That's 4 for 4 now with him.
Giddens stays in as the back. 2 receivers put out wide to the right side. A tight end, the receiver go left. That's the boundary. 2nd down and short for the Colts. Jones takes a shotgun snap, looks to his left. Here comes the late pressure. Throws over the middle. It's incomplete, batted away. The pass was intended for Josh Downs, and it was broken away by the backup nickelback there. 1st-round pick, Jahdae Barron, the cornerback out of Texas. He gets a pass breakup and a big play there to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Colts on their own 48-yard line with 8:04 to go in the second quarter. The Colts trailing by a point.
Yeah, they flashed right. Bordolini there. Danny did a heck of a job of getting it with a guy in his face.
Jonathan Taylor checks back in as the running back. 3 receivers go to the right side. And now a man in motion is Michael Pittman Jr. to the left. Taylor, the back left of Jones, out of the gun. Shotgun snap, they give it to their workhorse. He's stacked up, trying to muscle his way to the 50-yard line, and he will not make a 1st down. His forward progress is the 50, but he comes up a yard short. He need to get it to the 49 of Denver. There's a Denver player down the field. That is Pat Surtain, shaken up over on the far side in front of his teammates on that sideline. That'll stop the clock with 7:48 to go until intermission. And the injury to Pat Surtain, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, is brought to you by Forte Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, a proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts since 1984. And Surtain became just the 7th cornerback ever in NFL history to win that Defensive Player of the Year award.
He just came down on it hard. He didn't really hit him, but he's grabbing his ankle hard.
But the situation at hand now for the Colts, they have a 4th and 1 call to make at the 50-yard line. And there is a timeout on the field to take a look at Pat Surtain, who is up and I think is able to walk off the field, but we'll check on his availability when we come back. Timeout down below, 7:48 to go in the second quarter. Colts trail the Broncos 14-13. 4th and 1 for the Colts at the 50-yard line when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Dryron Reinbold offers BMW, Infiniti, and Mini at I-465 in Keystone. On US 31 South in Greenwood, we have BMW, Infiniti, Subaru, and Volkswagen. We've been serving Central Indiana since 1968, earning your continued business and growing within the communities we support. Visit DryerReinbold.com to shop our great selection of new, off-lease, and quality pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. Dryron Reinbold for over 55 years. Gas, hybrid, electric.
Colts fans, it's time to gear up for the season. The Colts Pro Shop has everything you need from game day essentials to fan cave collectibles. With the largest selection of Colts gear, the Colts Pro Shop features jerseys, sideline gear, hats, tailgating accessories, and much more. Check out the latest gear today by visiting the Colts Pro Shop at Lucas Oil Stadium, located in the northeast corner of the stadium, or shop online at shop.colts.com. The Colts Pro Shop, a fanatics experience.
Hey, contractors and skilled tradespeople, ready to take your career to the next level? The Mechanical Contractors Association of Indiana and UA Local 440 have teamed up to bring you an unbeatable labor management cooperative. We're talking top-tier training, unmatched safety standards, and quality you can trust. Don't miss out on this game-changing partnership. Visit MCAI and UA Local 440 today and join us in building a brighter, stronger future. Together, we don't just build, we excel.
Colts fans, don't just watch greatness, sip it. Carbless is your new MVP. Premium, ready-to-drink cocktails with 0 carbs, 0 sugar, only 100 calories, and flavor that actually wins. Whether you're tailgating, couchgating, or celebrating a Colts win at Lucas Oil Stadium, Carbless is smooth, crisp, and never too bubbly. Carbless, proud partner of the Indianapolis Colts, and proud to be your go-to game day cocktails. Available in-stadium and at your local retailers. Must be 21 and up. Enjoy your bliss responsibly. Visit drinkcarbless.com for details.
The Ride with JMV. Weekdays at 3 on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan.
Injury to Pat Surtain. He's out of the game for the time being, but the Colts have a big play and a big decision to make here. 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line, and they're going for it. 7:45 and counting here in the second quarter. Colts trail 14-13 to the Broncos, but the Colts are going for it. Last week they were 3 for 3 on 4th down. 2 players in the backfield with Daniel Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and Tyler Warren. Shotgun snap. They give it to Tyler Warren, and he comes up short. He does not make it. He needs the 49-yard line of Denver, and he is tripped up at the 50-yard line. So it's the first time all season the Colts have a possession.
Indianapolis short of the line of the game, first down.
The Colts have turned it over on downs, and it's the first time all year the Colts have a possession that does not end in points, as Tyler Warren took a handoff in the backfield and came up a yard short. What do you make of the call, Rick?
Well, you know, with Surtain going out of the game, I'm not sure you just don't punt it and keep playing. Now we're going to give him a short field right here.
Right. And momentum certainly on their
favor
as well.
And no disrespect. I love Warren, but I'm giving that ball to Taylor. Think players, not plays here on 4th and 1.
Something to circle there in terms of the complexity of this game. 1st and 10 to 50-yard line now for Denver. They're on the move right to left. Here's a jet sweep to the right side. Troy Franklin turns the corner. He's across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Mekhi Blackman makes the tackle. And that is a pickup of 11 on the jet sweep and a scamper by Troy Franklin, who has a touchdown on the last drive for Denver. He produces a first down with his feet there.
Yeah, they're really working our edges, Matt. Really working the edges.
Nix backs to throw. Great protection. Leaks it upfield, and that is a catch, and then being rolled up immediately around the 35-yard line. Joe Bocci makes the tackle. That's Trent Sherfield out of Vanderbilt, who makes the quick catch and gets up off the turf and picks up 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 around the Indianapolis 35-yard line. Clock is moving here. 6:40 in moving. Denver 14, Colts 13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Nix goes out of the gun, ball in the right hash, as a running back to his right. That's R.J. Harvey, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage by the Colts. He had nowhere to go as Adetomiwa Adebawore led the charge.
And Kenny Moore did a great job coming in from his nickel position and actually getting in on the tackle. Big third down.
Denver 0 for 1 so far in the ball game on third down. They were 6 for 15 last week against Tennessee. 3rd and 6 at the 35-yard line in the plus territory. Out of the gun goes Nix. Empty set for him now. 5 wide. 3 dispatched to the right. And 2 go left. Shotgun snap. Over the middle, drives it upfield. That's a catch, and the Colts are trying to prevent that first down. And on the catch, that is Pat Bryant. Again, the rookie out of Illinois. He's stopped around the 29-yard line by a host of Colts. And that is just enough to move the sticks. He got it with that second effort. He made the catch in coverage on Xavier Howard, but was able to move that pile about an extra yard downfield to get a first down to the Indianapolis 29-yard line.
Yeah, Bryant and Franklin are really playing big here today for the Broncos. 2 guys that have been kind of under the radar.
And the Colts are throwing a challenge flag as Shane Steichen wants to debate the spot. And that's what that play was all dependent upon
Indianapolis
on the second effort.
challenging the ruling on the field.
I don't think he made it, really.
Timeout.
It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, it's either going to be 1st and 10 or 4th and less than a yard upcoming for Denver. We'll step aside and tell you the result of the challenge when we come back. 5:19 to go in the second quarter. Denver 14, Colts 13. We'll give you the conclusion of the challenge when we come back on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Did you know the Hoosier Lottery is the only lottery named after its people? That means you.
Me?
Yep. And you.
Me?
Yes. And all of you.
Us?
That's right. And we believe all of you could enjoy some play in your day. Even better, when you play Hoosier Lottery games, you support Indiana. Since 1989, you've given back more than $7 billion to good causes across our state.
Right.
When you think of it like that, there's so much to play for. Hoosier Lottery, champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Do you want to kick it with the Colts on the field of the next home game? Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you and 3 guests a chance to be on the field during kickoff. Enter today for a chance to see the Colts take the field and watch kickoff. Then enjoy the game from VIP field level seats and more for the ultimate game day experience. Are you ready to kick it with the Colts? Enter today at Colts.com/IFBI.
This is Jake Query. We'll be discussing this game and a whole lot more weekdays, noon to 3. Query and Company on The Fan.
And welcome back to Lucas Oil Stadium. Just had a timeout for a challenge thrown by the Colts and head coach Shane Steichen on the spot of the previous play by the Broncos, and the Colts come up empty. The ruling on the field stands. It is a 1st and 10 now for Denver to the 29-yard line, so Shane Steichen just 3 for 7 career-wise on challenges. And, Rick, it was all about that second effort by Denver to get a first down. That was enough.
It just was. I mean, he threw that ball in there. He's throwing the ball really well today. Very well. Tight windows.
It's Pat Bryant on the catch that produced the first down. Bo Nix, like you said, having a really accurate day so far. 10 for 11 for 110 yards and already 2 passing touchdowns. His passer rating is pristine as well at 147.9. 1st and 10 to the 29-yard line. Denver leads the Colts 14-13. Out of the gun, Nix, quick pass to the left. On the outside, a wide receiver screen. The Colts bring him down quickly with Nick Cross and Xavier Howard. That was Troy Franklin again on the catch, and he smashed to the turf inside the 30-yard line for a gain of about 3 to round the 27 as we approach 5 minutes to go until halftime, and Denver leads by a point.
Yeah, we got to play great red zone. It's in the orange right here on the fringe of the red zone. Keep them out.
And Denver was just 1 for 3 inside the red zone last week. 2nd down and 7 around the 26-yard line of the Colts. Denver on the move, right to left, pistol look. Bo Nix backs to throw, throws to the right side, and it's broken up by Zaire Franklin on the outside. It was intended to J.K. Dobbins around the numbers, around the 20-yard line. And so a big-time defensive play there by Zaire Franklin, who leads the NFL in tackles since 2022. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, big play here, big play right here. This is a game swinger right here if you can force 3.
Nix goes out of the gun, has a running back left. That is Tyler Batty, I should say. 3rd down and 7. Nix changing the play. Lucas Oil Stadium making a boatload of noise. Play clock down to 2.
One-on-one down here to Sutton.
Throws upfield, incomplete, no flags on the play. And a late flag comes out incredibly late to Cortland Sutton. And the Colts are going to be guilty of pass interference or defensive holding, perhaps on Xavier Howard in coverage.
Yep.
That flag came in incredibly late. I made sure to scan the field right after the ball hit the turf. But Laundry on the field and a very tardy call at that. And Shane Steichen is on the field. He just threw his headset off in disgust, and he is ripping the officials a new one here at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Pass interference. Defense number 4. Goes half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down. In addition, unsportsmanlike conduct on an Indianapolis bench. That penalty will be added on by rule. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
So two flags there on the Colts. And the second one, that's going to go to head coach Shane Steichen. He was on the field, and he was letting the officials have it there. Craig Rolstad and company trying to keep this game under control. It's 1st and 10 after the pair of penalties. That'll move the ball well inside the Coca-Cola red zone now for the Denver Broncos. And the ball should be just outside the 10-yard line with 4:36 to go in the second quarter. Denver looking for their 3rd touchdown of the game.
What are they talking about? What the hell are they talking about?
The official's still talking it over. Larry, can you gather what's going on down the field?
No, but some context I can provide. I think part of the frustration is the fact that the field judge down here in the end zone threw the flag on Xavier Howard, yet did not throw it on the pass that was intended for Alec Pierce earlier in that game, in which the Colts wanted pass interference. So it doesn't seem like this is very balanced in terms of how they're officiating.
Meanwhile, they're going to hand off to Dobbins, and he is stacked up, and he is ripped down to the turf by Nick Cross, who came in like a missile and sacrificed his body on that tackle. But Dobbins gets a positive gain out of it down around the 6-yard line. So that was 1st and goal at the 10. Now it is 2nd and goal at the 6 as the clock is winding down here in the first half as we approach 4 minutes to go. Denver 14, Colts 13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Denver breaks the huddle.
Again, alert that bootleg.
R.J. Harvey in as the back, the rookie out of Central Florida. Ball in the near hash, unbalanced line to the left. They play action to the right. Now booting is Nix to the left. Throws upfield, and it is broken up by the Colts. There is a penalty in the end zone. For the time being, it's an incomplete pass. Broken up by the Colts. Xavier Howard at the pylon. But another penalty in the secondary. And if this is on the Colts, it might explode in here.
Defense number 4.
Yep.
Goes half the distance to the goal.
Again, it's on Howard in coverage.
Yeah, he definitely that time.
Yeah, looking at the replay, there was no question about that one.
No.
So that's going to give Denver an automatic first down. Field position sacrifice right there, not all that significant, but it does give Denver another first down. So 1st and goal at the 3 this time after the penalty on the Colts.
Come on, guys. Protect that edges and penetrate inside.
Dobbins the back left. Nix out of the gun. Throws right side into the end zone. A fade to the slot receiver right. Cortland Sutton. It flies over his head out of the back of the end zone. And great coverage and positioning there for the Colts was Kenny Moore. It brings up 2nd down and goal at the 3 with 3:49 to go in the second quarter.
Really good job. Kenny's really playing his tail off today. He's made some plays from the nickel. He got in a tough matchup right there with Sutton and basically beat him.
Just the third misfire of the ball game for Bo Nix. 11 for 14 in the pass game. 2nd and goal at the 3. Denver breaks the huddle. Denver going on the Colts right to left. Denver in the orange, the Colts in the all-white. Pistol look for Nix out of the gun. Moves a man in motion. And it's a play action. He throws into the end zone. Again, it's over the head of his target. Incomplete. And another flag in the end zone in the secondary. An incomplete pass looking for Sutton.
Defense number 4. It's a foul from the end zone. Hard placed.
Well, that's the 3rd penalty on this drive on Xavier Howard. He's having a possession to forget. And that's going to produce an automatic first down because of the penalty. And as was described, it'll move the ball to the 1-yard line because the penalty occurred in the end zone. So 1st and goal at the 1 now for Denver. They lead 14-13. Jumbo package in, unbalanced line to the right side. Nix under center, ball in the near hash. Turns, gives off to Dobbins, and he's wrapped up by DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart. So the 2 stud defensive tackles on the defense for the Colts prevent that play from getting into the end zone. And now it is 2nd down and goal at the 2 after a tackle for loss.
Yeah, good call, Matt. Great penetration by Buckner. Grover stuffed it. Buckner ran around and got in the backfield.
High formation. Denver brings in a fullback. Ball in the near hash. Now they're going to reset the formation. Harvey, the running back, splits out wide to the right side. Out of the gun goes Nix. And he's sprinting out to his right, looking to throw. Throws on the run into the end zone. Touchdown. And that's Adam Troutman, the tight end.
Yeah, they're totally confused, the Colts here. They totally confused them. They looked like a jumbo formation. They shifted out. The Colts totally lost who had who there. Ended up being wide open.
Adam Troutman in his 6th year out of Dayton with his 10th career receiving touchdown, and Bo Nix has 3 touchdowns today, all in the first half. He had 3 passing touchdowns last year in the win against the Colts in Week 15. And Will Lutz on for the extra point. And the 3rd touchdown drive of the game for the Broncos now sees them up by 8 points, their largest lead of the afternoon. It's now 21-13 over the Colts with 3 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the second quarter. Long drive by Denver. They go 10 plays. It covers 50 yards. 4 minutes, 25 seconds of time of possession. It all started after the Colts turned the ball over on downs at the 50-yard line. And Adam Troutman, a 2-yard passing reception from Bo Nix. The Colts on the drive had 21 yards of defensive penalties. Several different flags in coverage on the Colts elongated that drive for Denver. All right, so 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Denver is up by 8 points on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Let's check in on scores elsewhere around the NFL. Brought to you by Kittle's Furniture, your hometown team since 1932. In week number 2, Casey Valier, what's going on elsewhere in the NFL?
Yeah, so a handful of finals from earlier today. We had the Bengals beating the Jags 31-27, sticking in the AFC South. The Rams beat the Titans 33-19. A couple other scores. Patriots defeat the Dolphins 33-27. A big one there. The Lions defeat the Bears 52-21. And the Cowboys beat the Giants in overtime 40-37. Brandon Aubrey had a 64-yard field goal that he made to go into overtime, and then a game-winning field goal in overtime for the Cowboys. Matt?
All right, here again, the Broncos lead by 8 points. Today's game is brought to you by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And this week, the Anthem Small Business Spotlight winner is the Distinguished Hot Dogs, a family-owned restaurant in Mooresville, Indiana, specializing in gourmet hot dogs, loaded French fries, handcrafted sandwiches, and unique monthly specials. Head to Colts.com/Anthem Spotlight to nominate your favorite small business today. So the Colts kickoff return team is on the field, and this offense is trying to rebound after coming up short, going forward on 4th and 1 at the 50-yard line, turned away by the Denver defense. Again, if you're just joining us, the Colts today became the first team in NFL history to score points on their first 10 drives of a season, but they came up just short around the 50-yard line, leading to another touchdown drive by Denver. And that's where we lead where we're at right now, 21-13. Blair Overton, let's go down to the sideline for you right before halftime.
Well, Pat Surtain was in the medical tent on the Broncos sideline for an extensive amount of time, getting his left ankle heavily taped. He is questionable to return, but he does look ready to go back into the game on the Denver sidelines at this point. We'll see what happens in this final 3 minutes.
All right, Denver's going to kick off right to left to the Colts. It's a short kick taken at the 1-yard line by Indianapolis to the 10, 15, 25-yard line. Slipping on the turf, numbers near side is Anthony Gould around the 24, maybe the 25-yard line before he's brought down by P.J. Locke, the backup safety on special teams. There's also a flag at the end of the play. Holding here on the Colts would be bad in terms of field position. It's in the neighborhood of what that potentially is.
No.
Illegal formation, receiving team, 33 and 85. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the play, first down.
That is going to back up the Colts, and they're going to have poor field position trying to get back into the game, down by 8 points because of the 3 touchdown passes by Bo Nix. Last year, he posted 5 games with at least 3 touchdown passes, the most games by a rookie since Justin Herbert had 6 of them in 2020. He had 3 against the Colts last year, again in Week 15. First and 10 to the 19-yard line after the penalty on the kickoff return. On first down, the Colts running right up the middle with Jonathan Taylor, and his forward progress will be stopped at the 25-yard line. Picks up 6 on first down, so the Colts have plenty of time. They got the 2-minute warning plus 2 timeouts before halftime, down by 8 points, trying to get back into the game.
And this is that classic middle 8, that 4 minutes before the half, 4 minutes after the half. Critical point for the Colts to go down and get points and walk out of this half with some momentum.
Pistol formation. Daniel Jones out of the gun. Jonathan Taylor's behind him. Straight give to Taylor, and he's trying to stiff arm his way upfield, but he runs out of real estate and is going to be dropped at the 25. No gain on the play as Nick Bonito and also Jonathan Cooper make the tackle. Yeah, you brought up that roundabout. You called that the last 4 minutes of the first half and the first 4 minutes of the second half. You called that the roundabout. Last week, the Colts were +3 in that category against Miami.
The 2-minute warning.
And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. It'll bring up third down and a long 3 for the Colts on their own 25-yard line. Denver in control. It's the Broncos 21 and the Colts 13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard at the 2-minute warning in the first half. We're back in a moment on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Colts tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spending time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Colts.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we've spent 80-plus years in the business of fun. Expert fishing fun. Early morning hunting fun. Late night, need new cleats before tomorrow morning's game fun. Relaxing fun. Mouth-watering fun. So whatever fun adventure you're gearing up for, you'll find it for less at Academy Sports and Outdoors and at Academy.com.
This is Danny Penner, and this is your home for Colts football. 93.5 and 107.5 Fan.
At the 2-minute warning in the first half, the Colts have a big play coming up on third down. 3rd and 4 on their own 25-yard line. They trail Denver 21-13. Back here inside the radio booth with Rick Venturi, I'm Matt Taylor. Lara Overton patrolling the sidelines for us. So the Colts have a decision to make here in terms of run or pass on third down. Rick Venturi, so far in the game, they're just 2 for 5 on the money down. What do you want to see here with the Colts trying to get some points before halftime?
Well, Lara was right on. I mean, Surtain is back in the game. When I got a corner with an ankle, I'm going after him. I really would. Now, on the 3rd and 5, you want to run a possession down probably to Warren and get the first down. Warren or Downs. But if I get a first down, I'm going deep on Surtain to see if he can turn and run.
Well, the Colts have 2 timeouts to work with. Down by 8 points as they come to the line of scrimmage. Colts moving left to right. Colts in the all-white. Denver's in the orange today this afternoon. It's an all-white out here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Jones goes out of the gun. Taylor's is back to the right side. 3 receivers move to the left. Jones looking over the defense.
Man to man.
In motion is Josh Downs, back in the throw. Daniel Jones hitches, throws upfield, caught by Downs. First down. There's a flag on the play on the near side in front of the Colts bench around the 38-yard line, but Josh Downs with a catch and run that for the time being produces a first down to the 35.
Defense number 23. Defenders decline, result of play is first down.
Colts did a great job. They motioned into a bunch,
right,
and they couldn't get back out. Riley Moss just couldn't get back out. He got stuck in the bunch. Downs ran a good snap out, and of course the ball was on the money.
Pass, or the penalty rather, is on Jahdae Barron, the cornerback out of Texas, the rookie. Gain of 9 to Josh Downs to produce a first down. That's his 3rd reception of the first half. 1st and 10 to the 35-yard line. Colts in their own territory. Back in the throw again is Jones. Plants, going to take a shot downfield to Alec Pierce. The ball's hanging up, and he's got it, and a flag to boot. Alec Pierce with a 50-50 ball to the Denver 21-yard line.
We got Pierce on Moss right there. He saw it ahead of time, one-on-one. And let's stop worrying about whether Daniel pushed it or not. He pushed it wonderfully.
Another big play. It's the 3rd completion today for the Colts, over 40 yards.
And that's where Alex has improved so much.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Illegal contact, defense, that penalty decline. Pass interference, defense number 21, that is also declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Alec Pierce now has 112 career catches. 31 of them have gained at least 20 yards. It's a 44-yard completion down to the Denver 21-yard line.
And he's done a great job. He's become a terrific 50-50 ball receiver.
Huge play for the Colts, and now they're in a threatening position to get points at the end of the half. Daniel Jones goes out of the gun. Michael Pittman Jr. in motion to the right side. Backing to throw is Jones. Leaks it upfield. Caught by Tyler Warren. He's at the 10. He is inside the 10, down around the 7-yard line for a gain of 14 on the wide. Make that the tight end screen. It produces a first down, and now the Colts will have it 1st and goal. There's a player on the field shaken up at the end of the play. The big run after the catch by Tyler Warren.
Looks like Nelson.
Alex Singleton makes the tackle. And I think it is a Colt player. I think it's Quentin Nelson who is slow to get up, but now he is up, and it looks like, I think, he's going to try to find the strength and the fortitude to stay in the game.
Indianapolis.
He don't take days off.
Down injured. The team is charged a timeout. Under 2 minutes.
To pick up a 14 yards to Tyler Warren. Quentin Nelson, he's not going out of the game. It's going to take a lot more than that. He's the Colts Iron Man, and that'll stop the clock with 1:36 remaining in the second quarter. It'll be 1st and goal for the Colts at the 7-yard line. Denver leads Indianapolis here 21-13 on the Ruoff Mortgage scoreboard. Now, Quentin Nelson, he has only missed 4 out of a possible 117 regular season games in his career. He started 54 straight, and in that time, he's only missed 12 snaps. So he's going to stay in the game. 1st and goal at the 7 again for the Colts.
He will not take a rest day at Grant Park. He is against it.
So Daniel Jones has the troops at the line of scrimmage. Indianapolis going left to right. Jonathan Taylor's is back to the right side. Ball on the left hash. 2 receivers to the right. Now Josh Downs in motion to the left side. Shotgun snap for the quarterback. Throws to wide open Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to walk in. Touchdown! N-D-Y, a receiving score for Jonathan Taylor. It's now the Broncos 21 and the Colts 19.
Great job there, ran a mesh route, which means everybody was crossing. The linebackers got involved underneath. They totally lost sight of Jonathan coming out of the backfield. And another great drive, really. Our offense, we've got well over 250 yards in this first half.
The first touchdown of the year for Jonathan Taylor, and it's a receiving score. And on for the extra point is Spencer Schrader. PAT is up, and it flies to the uprights. Good. Indianapolis goes 6 plays, and it covers 81 yards. 1 minute and 32 seconds of time of possession. Just what the doctor ordered, and it's all capped off by a Jonathan Taylor 7-yard touchdown on the pass from Daniel Jones. And Indianapolis is within a point now with 1:31 to go in the second quarter. And that touchdown by Jonathan Taylor is brought to you by McDonald's. That means you can grab a free 10-piece McNuggets for the upcoming week following today's game with a $2 minimum purchase only inside the McDonald's app. So that's going to reinvigorate Lucas Oil Stadium. A great crowd on hand here today. Mostly a whiteout inside the lower bowl. You do have a smattering of orange with the Bronco representation here today at Lucas Oil Stadium, but for the most part, those people are relegated to the rafters in the upper deck. And Indianapolis pulls within a point after a nice drive capped off again by Daniel Jones. Clutch completions and a wide open Jonathan Taylor. Rick, how did Taylor get so wide open out of the backfield?
We ran an all-crossing route, and all the linebackers got meshed inside, and they totally lost Jonathan out in the flat. Total mistake.
Colts kick off. It's taken around the 4-yard line on the near side by Denver. 20, 25, 30-yard line.
We created Nutrafol. Our hair growth supplements undergo clinical trials and have helped millions of men and women get visibly thicker and stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com. That's Nutrafol.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Indianapolis Colts. Nonstop flights from Indianapolis to Sarasota, Florida. One way for as low as $48. Must be purchased by 10/12/2025 for travel between 9/19/2025 and 5/18/2026. Seats and dates are limited. Restrictions apply. See Allegiant.com for details.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
I'm Chad Ryder in Football Sunday studios as we get you around the NFL for Week 2. Just 2 other games in the late window, including that big rematch of last year's Super Bowl. They're at the half at Arrowhead. Chiefs and Eagles tied at 10. Patrick Mahomes with a 13-yard touchdown run late in the second quarter. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown run on the first for Philly. Also at the half in Arizona, the Cardinals trouncing the Panthers right now 20-3. Zaven Collins recovering a Josh Sweat fumble for a touchdown. Earlier on, the Bills hammer the Jets 30-10 in Jersey. James Cook, 132 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Fairly pedestrian game for Josh Allen after that terrific Week 1 performance. 148 yards passing, 59 rushing, no touchdowns. NFC East rivals going overtime in Dallas.
Good operation. 46. The kick. Wins the game. Butter. Extra butter. Cowboys win in overtime. 40-37. Aren't you glad you paid attention to this game?
The final call on 105.3 The Fan as overtime Dallas takes it over the Giants 40-37 on a Brandon Aubrey 46-yard field goal for the game winner. And that was the Hats Off performance of the day. This Hats Off performance of the day brought to you by Lids. Text the word Sunday to 29017 to get 20% off your next in-store purchase. See a Lids teammate for details. Message and data rates may apply. Big game for Jared Goff in Detroit's home opener.
Goff back, looking, lofting downfield. Got a man wide open. J-Mo. It's gone. Yes. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. J-Mo wide open. 3 steps on that defense and taking it to the house. 44 yards on the connection.
Call on 97.1 The Ticket. Jared Goff efficient, 23 of 28, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 to Amon-Ra St. Brown as the Lions blast the Bears 52-21 to even up that 1-1. Seahawks take down the Steelers in Pittsburgh 31-17. Both of those teams now 1-1. At our game, it's at the half in Indy. Broncos leading the Colts 21-20. And coming up next on the Football Sunday Halftime Report, a look ahead to a much-anticipated Monday Night Showdown. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Could church be the fresh start you've been looking for? Maybe you've never been to a church, or maybe it's just been a while. No matter where you're at on your journey, you are welcome here. At Legacy Church, we help people connect with God, grow in relationships, and live generously. We've got 9 incredible campuses all across New Mexico, including Clovis, Portales, and Albuquerque, plus a worldwide online campus. So trust me, there's a place for you. Join us this week. Visit LegacyChurch.com to find a campus near you, plus service times and plan your visit. We can't wait to see you.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
In New Mexico, the weather can change in an instant, and so can road conditions. That's why it's so important to watch for motorcycle and e-bike riders. If an accident happens, Hinkle Law Offices is here to help. With over 30 years of personal injury experience right here in New Mexico, they know how to fight for you. Call 505-TUF-HELP today for a free no-obligation consultation. Hinkle Law Offices. Local, trusted, tough.
When you're injured, it's the place to go. I like a sunrise, duck blind, birdie on a par 5.
Don't miss the biggest New Mexico Open ever at the beautiful Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort in Elephant Butte. Nota Begay III and other tour players tee it up this Monday through Wednesday with $100,000 purse at stake. If you can't make it to the Butte, check out our 1017 The Team Facebook page for live streaming Monday through Wednesday. The New Mexico Open, live from Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort this Monday through Wednesday. Head to the Butte or watch it live on 1017 The Team's Facebook page.
It's Reliable Nissan's State Fair Super Sale. It's that time of year for you to take advantage of huge State Fair discounts and special incentives on Reliable Nissan's entire vehicle lineup. Plus, of course, the ever-popular budget car specials in the Okie Dokie Corral. Great prices for the kids, too. Spin and win. It only happens once a year. Huge discounts, special incentives, giant savings. The State Fair Super Sale at Reliable Nissan. We're on Coors, across from the Cottonwood Mall. We are reliable. You.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Nick sprints out to the right, throws wide open back to the end zone. It's an easy touchdown for Adam Troutman, the reserve tight end. A 2-yard score as Denver extends their lead.
Chris Carlin with the call here on ESPN Radio. I'm John Ryder in our Football Sunday studios. Bo Nix throwing 3 touchdown passes to 3 different receivers, including Marvin Mims Jr. And there you had Adam Troutman, the backup tight end. Broncos leading the Colts 21-20 at the half in Indy. Both these teams entering at 1-0. Daniel Jones, another solid first half besides trailing, is a touchdown pass to Jonathan Taylor, also a rushing touchdown as well. Monday Night Football preview. We've got Monday Night Football, of course, coming up tomorrow night. The preview is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Buccaneers and Texans playing tomorrow night for Monday night in Houston. And 2-time Super Bowl champion Chris Long joined Rich Eisen earlier in the week and discussed why he thinks the Bucs are a legit contender.
I just think they quietly got so much better. I think the key, though, is Todd Bowles was giddy this offseason talking about the 2-man corners that they were able to draft in Morrison and Parrish playing in the slot. So they have depth now. They also are like, yeah, we've got a bunch of great receivers, but we didn't have all of them last year. Let's go draft this Ibuka guy who scored 2 touchdowns for him on Sunday.
That's Chris Long with Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen Show. And at the half in Indy, the Broncos leading the Colts 21-20. Coming up next, second half kickoff. Broncos and Colts from Indy. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
I'm Chad Ryder, and Football Sunday on ESPN Radio is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Don't forget to tune into today's trivia question airing later on in the broadcast. It's brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Bo Nix just 119 yards passing, but 3 touchdowns. Broncos lead the Colts 21-20. Now let's get you back to Indy for the second half with the call. Longtime defensive back Darius Butler, along with here's Chris Garland.
John, it's been entertaining, as you detailed, to say the least. The numbers for both these teams have been impressive. Daniel Jones, 236 yards in the first half. Second consecutive week, he has set a record for the most passing yards in a half that he has ever had in his career. Last week, it was 197 yards in the first half. This week, 236. He has been terrific. Bo Nix, as you said, just 119 yards, but he does have 3 touchdown passes. Troy Franklin, 6 catches for 65 yards and a score. This has been a lot different than we would have anticipated initially. You would have thought this would have been a little bit more of a defensive battle, but both these teams have been putting on a show offensively, and all credit to the Colts, because we saw them do it against the Dolphins last week, and the Dolphins obviously are not the same team that this Denver Bronco team is defensively, but Daniel Jones has gone to work and picked up right where he left off, Darius.
Oh, yeah, heck of a litmus test for both of these quarterbacks, both of these offenses, and they've been moving it. They're taking care of the ball. I don't think we've had any turnovers outside that turnover on downs at the midfield, so taking care of the football, keeping the chains moving from both sides. Let's see which defense steps up and which offense blinks first.
So Denver will get the football to start the second half. And it'll be Spencer Schrader to kick off for the Colts, who are wearing their road white uniforms today. Schrader does kind of a line drive kick and angles it left, but a penalty flag blows everything dead.
He's got to figure that out. He struggled.
Kick short of the landing zone. Kicking team, the ball will be placed by the 40-yard line. First down.
That's part of the dynamic kickoff rule, because the ball did not make it to the 20-yard line in the air. That is automatically a penalty that spots the football at the 40-yard line. So good field position for Denver, and Bo Nix hasn't needed any help at all today with what he has been able to do with this Denver offense.
And starting to drive at the 40-yard line certainly helps.
He'll go under center on first down with J.K. Dobbins in a one-back set. 2 receivers tight to the formation. Left tight end right is Adam Troutman, who caught a touchdown earlier. Cutback run started right, back to the left side. It is Dobbins to the 45-yard line. DeForest Buckner enveloped him right at the 45.
A lot of these drive starters for the Denver Broncos have been Bo Nix under center, handing it off to the running back, getting a good drive start going. And here we are again. You got second and medium. It's kind of where you want to be as an offense.
Dobbins, 8 carries, 39 yards in the first half. He has got the majority of the rushing yards. Troy Franklin on a jet sweep did have 11 earlier, in addition to his catches and his touchdown. There's play action and a fake end around and a quick screen to the right that was set up for Marvin Mims, but Indianapolis was not fooled. Short of the 50, right near the numbers, Nick Cross came up and wrapped him up immediately. A pickup of only about 1 to the 46.
Yeah, that looked like it was a nice screen set up for Marvin Mims. Great job by Nick Cross coming outside in. Good leverage. DeForest Buckner pursuing inside out. Got him down on the ground for a short gain. And we got 3rd and short around midfield.
Denver 1 out of 3 on 3rd down. Split out wide left is Franklin after he motions there. Here's Nix to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He'll take off and run. Nix to the 40 and slides down at the Indianapolis 35-yard line. Easily done for Bo Nix. And a fresh set of downs coming for the Broncos on that gain of 18.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker as a defense. You do a decent job on the back end, covering the wide receivers, get some pressure up front, and then one of these athletic quarterbacks just break it up the middle. It's a big 3rd down.
Broncos go up-tempo, a quick out connected with Courtland Sutton. He made the reception at the 30-yard line of Indianapolis, and a gain of 6 very quickly as the Broncos got to the line of scrimmage. And now they will slow it down and go back and huddle. 21-20, Denver with the lead. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. R.J. Harvey, the running back, will split out wide left as a receiver with Cortland Sutton in a slot. Now Harvey will motion back into the backfield. Nix in the shotgun on 2nd down and 4. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. In the pocket, over the middle. He connects with Harvey inside the 20-yard line between the seams. Down to the 14. A first down. Cameron Bynum and Zaire Franklin brought him down, but not before he picked up 16.
Yeah, easy pitch and catch right there from Bo Nix. You mentioned the pre-snap shift, shifting back into the backfield. He just runs a little option route. Easy pitch and catch. Let him pick it up the rest with his legs, and now you got a fresh set of downs inside the 20.
Evan Ingram, Marvin Mims tight to the right tackle on the right side. Here's a quick throw left. Franklin dancing. He wins the battle and fights to the outside and takes it down inside the 5-yard line. Franklin finally got him to the ground. Xavier Howard was the one that missed the tackle as they were dancing with one another. Can you win a dance? I guess you can.
As a DB, you don't want to dance. You want to fire and take a shot. And right now, he lost the dance. Troy Franklin having a big game right now. Breaks the tackle of Xavier Howard. For Bo Nix, that's an RPO right there. You take a quick read. You see the linebacker come down in the run read. You pitch it out to your wide receiver, and hopefully let a great athlete make a good move in space.
Play clock down to 5. 1st and goal, Denver. Rather, 2nd down and 1 at the 5. They hand it off for J.K. Dobbins. Fights down to the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown, Denver. J.K. Dobbins punches it in from 6 yards out, and the Broncos extend their lead to 27-20.
Another efficient drive from Bo Nix and his Denver Bronco offense. And some passes, got some runs. J.K. Dobbins, let's see if he broke the plane.
I think he did.
Looks like he did.
He had his back turned toward the goal line, and as he was going down, he had his left hand down, which of course does not count as being down. And then before his forearm came down, he crossed the goal line, as it is confirmed. The point after from Will Lutz is up and good. So Denver once again regains an 8-point lead with 11:13 to go here in the third quarter over the Colts in Indianapolis. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Duke City Ready Mix is growing fast, and we want you to grow with us. We're a team of hardworking New Mexicans proud to serve our community with quality and heart. Join a workplace that's all about opportunity with great pay, benefits, and paid vacation, plus a team that feels like family. Come join our thriving community and grow your professional career. Kickstart your journey today at DukeCityReadyMix.com. That's DukeCityReadyMix.com. Duke City Ready Mix. Strong foundation, stronger future.
New Mexico small business owners, listen up. Resources are available to help you start, grow, and thrive your business. SSBCI 2.0 offers new small businesses the funding, training, and support you need to get your business off the ground. Have an established business but need additional funding and resources? SSBCI 2.0 is the place for you. Visit edd.newmexico.gov to get started. That's edd.newmexico.gov. Sponsored by this station and the NMBA.
Glam rock is coming to Revel. Tom Kiefer with LA Guns. Tom Kiefer, LA Guns, Sunday, September 21st at 7 p.m. Visit revelabq.com for tickets.
Brian Setzer, Slim Jim Phantom, Lee Rocker, The Stray Cats, Fall Tour 2025. Saturday, November 15th, Legends Theater at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
And I got cat style.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. The Stray Cats Live. Presented by Legends Theater at Route 66 Casino Hotel.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday.
You're listening to ESPN Radio 101.7 The Team, KQTM FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, your flagship station for New Mexico United Soccer.
Chris Carlin, longtime NFL defensive back, Darius Butler on hand. Glad you could join us on ESPN Radio today. And we've got a terrific game between the Colts and the Broncos. 28-20, Denver leads Indianapolis. These two 1-0 teams looking to start the season in strong fashion. And the Denver offense has already put up 28 points, but these two teams combined have put up over 500 yards of offense, Darius Butler, already.
Man, the former DB, I don't love that. Like I said, we'll see which defense steps up.
There's a good-sized return from the Colts. It was Ashton Doolin on the return who brought it out across the 30-yard line out near the 40. It looks like the spot's going to be right at the 39, and that's where it will be. Chris Abrams-Drain made the stop, and here comes Daniel Jones and the Colts offense. Quentin Nelson is back in the game, the five-time All-Pro left guard after he was banged up toward the end of the first half. Daniel Jones has been fantastic. 13 of 19, 236 yards, and a touchdown. The rookie Tyler Warren motions to the near side left. As Jones, play action, he'll roll out to the left, he'll dump it left in the flat. Warren, who makes two defenders miss and crosses the 50 and dives down to the 46-yard line of Denver. Those two guys were left in the dust. John Franklin Myers finally made the tackle.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Tyler Warren, as big as he is, he can move like a little guy. He can put his foot in the ground and make some shifty jukes in open space and make some of these linebackers and DBs look foolish, which he did right there to pick up a big gain. Now we got a fresh set of downs on the other side of the 50.
The first one there, Justin Sternad just went running past him and thought, oh no. First down at the 46-yard line. 4 wides make it 5 for the Colts. Empty backfield. Jones out of the gun. Just a 3-man rush with all day to throw the football. Jones, he will cut back right and try to run and pick up a couple of yards. Down to the 43. Nick Bonito finally made the tackle. Penalty flag is down. A gain of just 2. And we'll see if this is going to go against the Broncos.
Illegal contact. Defense, 0. It's a 5-yard penalty added at the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Well, the Indianapolis faithful have not been happy with the officiating today, so they give another sarcastic cheer on a penalty that is called on the Broncos. That is their 3rd penalty today for 38 yards. It moves the football to the 38 of Denver.
Well, those are 2 illegal contacts on the Broncos, both, away from the action. A little ticky-tack in my opinion, but
first the former defensive back. Daniel Jones under center on first down. Play action, fakes the handoff. Over the middle, he connects with Michael Pittman Jr. Pat Surtain, who was banged up earlier in the game, was right on his back, but he picks up 12 more yards in the first down on that quick look-in pass.
Yeah, Michael Pittman wanted a flag right there. Great physical coverage from Pat Surtain. Quick in-breaker off the play action, coming from the left to the right. Accurate throw and a tough catch. Once again by Michael Pittman. Big-time catch. All hands once again against Surtain. Look, if you're going to catch against Surtain, it ain't going to be easy. I'll tell you that much.
And Surtain got a hand on that ball, and he was able to still pull it in. To your point, first down for Indianapolis at the 26 of Denver. Jones out of the shotgun. Rolls out to his left. Throws to his left. Caught Pittman at the 20 and simply steps out of bounds. Is scored out by Surtain after a pickup of 6.
They'll throw another positive play for the Colts on first down. Picking up 6. Now you got a 2nd and 4, 2nd and medium. High red area. Entire playbook is open right here. Down 8 for Indianapolis Colts offense.
28-20 Denver with 8:35 left third quarter at Lucas Oil Stadium. 2nd down and 4 for Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor lines up to the right of Daniel Jones. Josh Downs motions to the near side left. Out of the shotgun. Crossing route this time. Pittman tried for the same play but looked upfield before he got it in his hands and dropped the football. He might have had an easy touchdown.
Yeah, that might have been a walk-in touchdown matched up with the safety Hufanga coming from the left to the right side of the field, running a low crosser. Wide open. Daniel Jones gave him a good ball. Maybe just took his eyes off it at the last second. After that tough catch he just made against Surtain. Surprised to see 11 drop that one.
3rd down coming up. Indianapolis 3 out of 6 on 3rd downs today. It's a 3rd and 4 from the Denver 20. Taylor in the backfield to the left of Jones. Bunch receivers left. Downs now motions out of it to the far side right. Daniel Jones to throw. Fires to the right. It is caught. Josh Downs stepped in front of the defender and made the play to make the reception at the 15-yard line and pick up the necessary 5 yards. And that was a veteran against Jaquan McMillan making the play.
Yeah, McMillan's a very talented slot corner in this league. Josh Downs motions over from the left to the right and runs an out route. And those out routes are dangerous in the National Football League because if those get picked off, they're going back to the house. So good throw and good job by Josh Downs coming back, making another tough catch, workhorse receiver.
And the drive continues for the Colts' 8th play. Coming up, handoff Taylor. Running between the right guard and the right tackle. Slides all the way down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. A pickup of 9.
It's a physical run right there by Jonathan Taylor. It's blocked up well. He finished north and south behind his pads like 28 always does. See how physical they get now inside the 10-yard line.
Taylor, 11 carries, 38 yards. He's off the right hip of Jones this time. Takes the quick handoff out of the shotgun. Bounces outside left, flag down. Runs inside the 5. Picked up the first down, but this might be moving back. It's in the area of holding. Bernard Ryman, the left tackle.
Holding. Offense, number 79. It's a 10-yard penalty replay, second down.
He was able to bounce easily because it was sealed off, and Ryman had a pretty good handle on the defensive end.
Yeah, got a hole there, got caught. Grabbing some cloth and trying to reach out to Taylor. Yeah, the ref's going to see it. That's some good acting right there, Tillman. Good job. Way to draw the flag. A little flailing right there, but I like it.
Not quite a flop, but not bad. Darius Butler's instant analysis. Brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. I didn't think it would be coming out of theater analysis. Analogy. There is Jones out of the shotgun. It is a second down and 11 at the 16. Jones sacked, pressure coming, and immediately dropped on the blitz. Justin Sternad with a penalty flag down as well. Sternad just flew right up the middle and was untouched. Justin Sternad.
Holding. Offense, number 79. That penalty's declined. The result of the play. It's third down.
Called on Ryman once again. Sternad, his 5th career sack. He's mostly been a special teamer. Got the start today with Greg Greenlaw out with a quad injury, but a 10-yard loss moves it back to the 26, where it's third down and 20.
Yeah, they timed that blitz up beautifully. Rarely do you see a free hitter and the holding call at the same time. A great job by the Broncos defense timing that blitz up.
28-20 Denver. 6.5 left, third quarter. Tyler Warren, the rookie tight end for Penn State, motions to the right, inside handoff on the draw. It's Taylor who will take it straight ahead inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Brandon Jones spun him to the ground, a pickup of 8, and here comes the Colts field goal unit with Spencer Schrader.
Conservative play there by the offense. Third and long, handed off to 2-8. Set up the short field goal. You can't have those penalties if you're the Colts offense down here. You're threatening to get a touchdown maybe, but you settle for 3. Let's see if you can knock it through.
Spencer Schrader, 2 for 2, is connected from 29 and 33. This will be from 36 on the right hash. Snap, spot. The kick is up, and it is good. So he slices into the Denver lead. It's now 28-23 with 5:42 left in the third quarter here in Indianapolis. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
You want your car to always look its best, but you don't want to spend all day buffing and polishing. That's why you need Lucas Slick Mist Speed Wax. It's the fastest way to a showroom shine. Just spray, wipe, and admire the results. Check out the entire line of Lucas Slick Mist products at lucasoil.com. Lucas Oil is the official oil of the Indianapolis Colts and is used throughout Lucas Oil Stadium. Lucas Oil, it works.
At Skechers, comfort is a technology. That's right. You don't just make a shoe and hope it comes out comfortable. It takes research, innovations, compounds, engineering, and so much more to feel so comfortable you'd swear you're wearing pillows on your feet. We have features like Skechers Air-Cooled Memory Foam And fits like Relax Fit, Stretch Fit, Wide Fit, Arch Fit, and so many more to make the shoe feel like it was custom made just for your foot. Plus, we have hands-free Skechers slip-ins technology. Just step in and go. Find yours at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm John Ryder in our Football Sunday studios. It's brought to you by Progressive Insurance and the two other late games. A rematch of last year's Super Bowl, of course, and the Eagles have a 13-10 lead on the Chiefs in Kansas City. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Saquon Barkley with a touchdown run. Cardinals drilling the Panthers 27-10. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter in Arizona. Back to Chris Carlin in Indy.
John, Daniel Jones and Bo Nix are putting on a show today. Here is the kickoff from the Colts after they just converted on their third field goal of the day. And the return out across the 30-yard line to the 35 from Marvin Mims of the Broncos. But Jones today, 274 yards, 17 of 24, approaching a 300-yard game, something he hasn't done since the second week of 2023. And he, coming into this game, was averaging just 10 yards per completion. That is the lowest in NFL history for his career. Today, 16 yards of completion. What is the difference? Why is this a different quarterback than the one the Giants released last November?
The first word that comes to my mind is protection. You know, you got to protect quarterbacks to see what you actually got. And you got to surround them with some talent as well. So protecting talent. The coach, good coach, good play caller right now. So everything's clicking early for Daniel Jones in Indianapolis.
Oh, Nix rolling out right and throwing at the feet of R.J. Harvey, incomplete on first down. Nix himself has thrown for 151 yards on 18 of 23, has 3 passing touchdowns, and I'd be remiss not to mention Daniel Jones' third rushing touchdown of the year, 2 today.
Good job there by Kenny Moore out on the edge, out on the flat, making Bo Nix throw that ball away. Good coverage, set up a second and long to get back on track down, as we used to call it on defense.
5:32 left, third quarter, 28-23 Broncos, offset eye right, toss right. Coming to the near side, it's R.J. Harvey, the rookie running back. He is spun out of bounds. Nick Cross with a terrific tackle, so much so that it just elicited the reaction of my partner making that stop as a defensive back. He loved it.
I mean, part of that is watching him do it in that 20. I made a lot of plays like that in that jersey in his house. But, man, you got to have want to out there on the edge as a DB. Defeating the block, rallying, getting these running backs on the ground. That's tough sledding right there, but that's a great play to set up a third and long for the Broncos.
3 receivers, including the rookie Pat Bryant, will line up out to the left, and a flag flies. There was a false start from one of the receivers.
Offense, number 1, 5-yard penalty, third down.
That is Evan Ingram, the 9th-year tight end from Ole Miss, the former Giant and Jaguar, who has been pretty quiet today.
Yeah, I tell you who won't be quiet. This crowd in Lucas Oil, nothing gets the crowd going more than a false start penalty from the road team. So let's see if they wake up on this 3rd and 15. Big time down right here for the Broncos and the Colts on defense.
Marvin Mims split out wide left for the Broncos. Cortland Sutton to the right, out of the gun, setting up the screen. Here it is for Tyler Bidet, running down the right sideline, and he's out of bounds, and they'll have enough for the first down. He needed to get to the 45, and he was run out at the 48-yard line.
Man, that's Cameron right there, 59, linebacker in space. You can't give up that leverage. In football, especially in the National Football League, these running backs is all about leverage. He goes inside, should have been outside. Defense can't do anything about it. Big third down conversion.
Today, an 18-yard pickup, and he gets rewarded with the first carry to follow on first down and run straight ahead into the pile to pick up 3. Bidet, a fourth-year running back out of Missouri. Samson Ebukam made the tackle in there today to start in place of the injured Laiatu Latu, the second-year defensive end from UCLA, who is inactive with an injury. Tight end Adam Troutman lines up in the formation on the left side. Sutton to the right, eyes set. Second down and 7. Harvey to deep man. Play action. Nix rolls right. It looked like a miscommunication as Nix is going to run it out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It looked like he wanted to hand it off and Harvey wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Looked like a miscommunication there, but, Bo Nix using his athleticism once again on the edge just to pick up a couple on a broken play. Set your team up with a third and short, third and medium, just across half. I wonder if this is 4-down territory for the Broncos, but that's good by Bo Nix, making a little something out of nothing.
Broncos a 5-point lead, approaching the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Third down and 4. They are 3 of 5 on third downs today. Sutton wide right. Play clock down to 4. Nix with an empty backfield takes a shotgun snap. Here comes the blitz. Fires right, incomplete. It was intended for Evan Ingram out in the flat. And on the coverage was Nick Cross once again, who made that tackle earlier. Let's see what the Broncos do. It looks like special teams is headed onto the field.
Big time stop by the coach there. A big letdown, giving up the first down, the third and long. But how do you respond? How do you rally? Great job by Nick Cross. This was a guy early on in his career. A lot of people tried to write him off and kick him out of town. He's bounced back and starting off this season great. Great coverage, great leverage. Loving what I'm seeing from 20 so far this season.
Jeremy Crawshaw standing back at the 40-yard line, awaiting the snap. Waist high, feels it, boots it away. High, shorter kick, trying to pin the Colts back deep, and he will do just that at the 8-yard line, where Anthony Gould calls the fair catch. With 2:43 left in the third quarter, 37-yard punt and no return. Denver 28, Indianapolis 23. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
The best mornings
In the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Whoa! Jason Kelsey just found out that NFL Sunday Ticket now lets you subscribe month to month.
Yeah!
He just realized you can join and cancel anytime.
Ha-ha! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now he just found $1 in the sofa.
Yeah!
And he just saw a great parking spot open up. Look, just because Jason's easily excited doesn't make NFL Sunday Ticket month to month any less great. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel anytime. Woo! Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season. Cancel anytime. Terms and embargoes apply. No refunds. Commercial use excluded.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
A little bit of a heated exchange on the sideline between Bo Nix and Sean Payton coming off of that series as the Broncos punted it away with a 28-23 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. Colts get the football back at their own 8-yard line. Chris Carlin, along with 9-year NFL defensive back Darius Butler here in Indianapolis. Late in the third quarter with 2:43 left, Daniel Jones, who has had a day, hands it off for Jonathan Taylor, off tackle to the right side, and he'll bring it to the 10-yard line and a pickup of 3.
Yeah, starting kind of the shadow of your own end zone. I know the first goal right here for the Colts offense is getting a first down. Getting the first down right here. That's a good start. Handing it off to Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if I call that a heated exchange on the sideline. Just a little chatter.
Tete-a-tete? I don't know. Second down at the 10. Jones from the shotgun set will turn, fire left, caught by Alec Pierce at the 16-yard line, couple of yards short of the first down, right in front of Riley Moss, who put his 2 hands on his back as Pierce went down to the ground to make the catch. 3rd and short after the pickup of 6.
Yeah, Alec Pierce was just a curl route. Physical. These Denver Broncos DBs, they're going to be physical at the top of the route. So as a wide receiver, you got to do the same thing. So good job by Pierce creating a little separation and making a catch. The bang-bang play.
Pierce, Downs, and Pittman will bunch up to the right. Now Downs comes in motion to the near side left on 3rd and 2. Jones, with pressure coming, fires and connects with the tight end. Tyler Warren on the Colts sideline at the 25-yard line has the first down as Warren made the catch on Pat Surtain and a pickup of 9.
Yeah, Tyler Warren using his big body, running out route against the defensive player of the year. Typically, you'll take that matchup if you're the Broncos. Surtain against a rookie tight end, but Tyler Warren using his big body, rebounding, a good accurate throw from Daniel Jones.
His 4th catch today as the Colts tried to go up-tempo, but a penalty flag and a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 14. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's the receiver, Alec Pierce.
Another pre-snap penalty there. You don't want those.
That is the 10th penalty today on Indianapolis for 53 yards.
Don't love that.
10th one that's been accepted, we should clarify. There have been a couple others that weren't. So it's a 1st and 15 as they move it back inside the 20. Play clock to 5. Taylor the call, straight ahead run. Taylor spinning off tackles. Finally, Hufunga going for a ride. Taylor should charge him a fare as he took it out to the 30-yard line. But Hufunga was hanging on to him for dear life.
It's a good run by Jonathan Taylor. Him off the 28. Physical. Once again, the way running back finishes runs. Defenses see that on film. They know they better show up and swarm when 28 has the ball.
That was a pickup of 11. 2nd down 4. Taylor motions out of the backfield. Now will come back in and line up off the right hip of Daniel Jones. Trips left as the clock winds down on the 3rd quarter and hits 000. We've got a good one here in Indianapolis. The Colts trailing to the Broncos 28-23 through 3 quarters. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Buying a car or refinancing? Navy Federal Credit Union offers great auto loan rates, 90-day pre-approvals, and military discounts. Applying is easy, and you could get a decision in seconds. You could even refinance from another lender with Navy Federal and get a $200 bonus. At Navy Federal, our members are the mission. Find out more at NavyFederal.org/auto loans.
Credit and collateral subject to approval. Rates are subject to change and are based on creditworthiness. Refinance loan must be at least $5,000 to be eligible for the $200 bonus. Terms and conditions apply. Terms and conditions apply for military discounts. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
I'm Brent, and I've been on Nutrafol for almost 5 years now. I like Nutrafol because it was a hair growth supplement that was completely drug-free. After 3 months, my hair got stronger and thicker, which gave a huge boost to my social life. I mean, it was life-changing, to be honest.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/men. That's Nutrafol.com/MEN. These statements and products have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition. Real customers were compensated to share their stories.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
I'm Chad Ryder in our Football Sunday studios. Under a minute to play in the third quarter at Arrowhead. The Eagles clinging to a 13-10 lead on the Chiefs. Saquon Barkley had a touchdown run in the first quarter for Philly. Started the fourth quarter in Indy. Broncos leading the Colts 28-23. Back to Indy with Darius Butler. Here's Chris Garland.
John, 2nd down and 4 at the 30 of Indianapolis. Daniel Jones connecting over the middle on the quick slant to Michael Pittman Jr. across the 40-yard line. Riley Moss there on the coverage as Jones is closing in on 300 yards, and with that pass just went over 300 yards for the first time since week 2 of 2023 against the Arizona Cardinals when he was a member of the Giants.
Yeah, quick play action, stood in the pocket, accurate throw to Pittman, running that slant route, hit him right in his hands. Another good hands catch from Pittman. Good play, good throw again from Daniel Jones.
Adonai Mitchell, second-year receiver from Texas, motions to the far side left, lines up next to Josh Downs. Play action, Jones drops to throw. Off his back foot, throwing it up deep down the left sideline, and it's incomplete. He overshot Mitchell by about 2.5 steps with Moss there on the coverage, but he did have a step on the third-year corner from Iowa.
I would be interested to see the numbers on how many times this Broncos defense has blitzed Daniel Jones. They are heating him up, trying to speed up number 17. Another blitz right there. Great job by the coach picking it up. Take a shot downfield, overthrow it, but I don't mind the overthrow from a Colts fan coming out empty.
Our ESPN Stats and Info group says that's roughly 75% of the time he's been blitzed today. But he has been very good. 14 of 18 at last check when they do blitz. Here is the 2nd and 10. He's firing left. He connects with Downs. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, right on his back at the 47-yard line, just inside the numbers of Indianapolis. Pickup of 5. Here's a 3rd and 5 coming up. 28-23 Denver. Denver came into this game off their win last week over the Tennessee Titans, a game in which they turned it over 4 times and only scored 20 points, but still won. First time anybody's done that in 30-plus years, and Daniel Jones had a dynamic Colts debut last week, and he is picking up where he left off. Both teams trying to go to 2-0. Jones on 3rd and 5, blitzed. He fires right, connects. It is Downs right at the 50-yard line, 2 yards short of the first down, but everybody hang on. There is a penalty flag in the backfield. Our referee today is Craig Rolstad, and it is a hold coming up against the Colts.
Let's see what Sean Payton does here. He doesn't call it. He doesn't take it.
Holding. Offense, number 72. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is 4th down.
Wow.
Okay.
Would you give him a 3rd and 12 as opposed to a 4th and 2 at midfield?
4th and a couple. You know what? With how this defense is playing, they got a big 4th down stop the Broncos did right at this same part of the field. I would trust my defense here, and if I'm the Colts on the offensive side of the ball, I like that they decline it as well because I'm going to trust my offense here. So I don't mind the decision by Sean Payton. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
And as a result, Shane Steichen is going to go for it. Here's Jones in the shotgun. They were stifled earlier, as Darius mentioned, 0 for 1 on 4th down today. This is a 4th and 2 right at midfield. Jones takes the shotgun snap, looking left, pressure coming, throws, incomplete, intended for Tyler Warren as the Broncos defense had that covered from the get-go. Jonah Ellis was coming on the blitz, closing in on Daniel Jones. Timeout on the field with 13 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Denver 28 and the Colts 23. You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Get off the lawn, Albuquerque. Water Authority rebates for turf replacement are now $3 per square foot. Yes, earn a $3 rebate on your water bill for every square foot of grass you replace. So get off the lawn with a wallet-friendly move to a desert-friendly xeriscape. Lower water bills, less maintenance, and an attractive yard that's in harmony with our dry climate. Restrictions apply and plans must be pre-approved. Visit abcwua.org for details.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
Locally owned and operated, Hinkle Law Offices has been New Mexico's go-to for over 30 years. If you've been in an auto or motorcycle accident, call 505-TOUGH-HELP for a no-charge consultation. That's 505-TUF-HELP or visit HinkleLawOffices.com. Hinkle Law Offices. Experience you can trust. Help when you need it most.
Hinkle Rise, Hinkle knows when you're injured, it's the place to go.
When you look around your home, what makes you smile? Personal touches, beautiful light, lines, colors, things of quality that enhance your life. California Closets specializes in making space for what belongs, with richly textured finishes and quality materials that last. From the bedroom to the pantry to the mudroom, everything we do is custom designed, built, and installed by people who take pride in serving you. Think of it as practical magic. Book your free design consultation today at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Hi, Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Yep, residential and commercial. Yep, busted pipes, huh? We hired more plumbers so we can offer same-day service. I know, and we can have one out today. Oh, no, you're the best. Great, we'll see you soon. All right, who's going to take it?
Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, offering same-day plumbing service in most cases in Albuquerque and Santa Fe. DanielsHVACNM.com.
You want it right today. Get it done the Daniels way. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
ESPN.
You're listening to Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Vance Joseph's Denver Bronco defense comes up big on fourth down once again at midfield, and Denver will take over on downs. And Sean Payton had some animated chatter, we'll call it, earlier with Bo Nix. And his young quarterback takes the field 19 of 25 for 170. He will throw on first down, rolls out to the right. Pressure coming, and he will simply throw it away on the Denver sideline. Nothing there. There is a penalty flag down on the far side of the field. Was there a late hit out of bounds that might have come? Tyquan Lewis was giving chase.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, roughing the passer. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
You didn't say who it was, but I think that was Tyquan Lewis in his 8th year out of Ohio State, and he did get shoved, but that is not even a shove. That is a hand on the shoulder as he's going out of bounds. That's...
Yeah, you know, they protect these quarterbacks, Chris. You know, these big fellas, they don't like running all that way and not at least touching the guy that's throwing the ball. So, see the push. That's a big-time penalty. The Broncos got aggressive, wanted to take a shot there.
Moves it to the 35-yard line of Indianapolis, but he was going to get his pound of flesh. Was it worth it? Here's Nix, play action. Pressure coming. Nix being blitzed, dumps it left in the flat, complete. J.K. Dobbins is wrestled out of bounds. Call it a suplex at the 27-yard line by Joe Bocci, the linebacker, and he will pick up 9 on the play.
Good job by Bo Nix avoiding that early pressure, moving a little to his left, making an accurate throw, and then J.K. Dobbins catching it and getting something out of it. Now you got second and short here around the 25-yard line.
Adi Tamiwa Adebawore out of Northwestern was providing the immediate pressure on Nix. Second down and 1. Dobbins to his left, takes the handoff, dances in the backfield. He finds nothing but many suitors in front of him. And that is a loss of a couple. In on the stop, Adebawore, along with Zaire Franklin and Grover Stewart, a loss of a couple more.
Yeah, go from second and 1 to third and 3. That's huge for the defense. Be aware of Bo Nix's legs here in this situation. Sean Payton's been doing a good job getting him out of that pocket, putting more pressure on that secondary.
Nix does have 2 carries for 21 yards. One of them was a breakdown and great coverage downfield by the Colts. Third down and 2. Broncos with a 5-point lead early fourth quarter. Nix out of the gun, steps up in the pocket, throws, and it is intercepted downfield. Cameron Bynum has it at the 9-yard line. Cameron Bynum had an interception last week for Indianapolis, and he goes over and celebrates with Bluey. He had quite the celebration last week, and I won't call this anything but a pelvic thrust.
The best celebrator in the league. Let's see if he caught it.
Cam Bynum got his hands underneath the football and rolled over for the interception at the 9-yard line. We've got 11:25 left here in the fourth quarter. Denver 28, Indianapolis 23 on the turnover. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
From the biggest of the big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go, go!
Run, James!
No, first base!
Go, go, go! Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense.
The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
Cameron Bynum's second interception of the season. The free agent from the Minnesota Vikings came over this offseason, and Darius Butler, it is paying some dividends.
Oh, yeah. Starts up front. Grover Stewart getting pressure in the face of Bo Nix. Can't really fully step into the throw. And we always talk about his DBs, tips and overthrows. That's Cam Bynum's second interception on the year, both on overthrows. Big-time turnover by Cam Bynum. In the celebration, for those at home, especially Colts fans, he just did the Blue celebration. Tucked that ball in his belly and did what Blue does. So not only is he a great free safety, also a great celebrator.
Blue, of course, the mascot. I think I called him Blue. I don't even have kids.
Jeez.
What a terrible job by me. On first down, Jonathan Taylor ran it for 9 yards. Here he is on second down on a quick hitter. Will pick up the first down across the 20. And a gain of 2 more. Alex Singleton there to stop him. But move the chains for a fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. The Colts today have 377 yards of total offense, and Daniel Jones has got 309 of them through the air on 22 of 31. 1 touchdown this afternoon. Jones goes to the shotgun. Josh Downs motions into the slot left. Jones hands it off. Taylor sidesteps the tackler in the backfield, takes off across the 30, 35, 40. Taylor down the near sideline to the 40, inside the 30, down to the 25 to the 20. Hufanga to beat, and Hufanga shoulders him out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Jonathan Taylor turned on the jets, and once he got past the blitzing linebacker, he had nothing but running room as he picks up 68 yards on the run.
That's Jonathan Taylor football right there. Collided, hit in the backfield, broke the tackle, got vertical, and a big play opened up that stride along the sideline. Very, very close to a long touchdown run. But that's what Taylor does. He kind of weighs on you. He leans on you. As the game goes on, here we are, fourth quarter, less than 10 minutes. 28 just keeps getting stronger.
146 yards now for Taylor on 18 carries. Jones to throw on first down in the red zone, rolling right. He's going to run it, and he will step out of bounds at the 11-yard line. He'll pick up only a couple, and he had two Broncos closing in on him. 28-23, Denver leads at 9:12, and the clock running here in the fourth quarter at Lucas Oil Stadium. Chris Carlin, along with 9-year NFL defensive back Darius Butler on hand. The Colts knocking on the door, trying to take the lead back from the Broncos. It has been an offensive affair all afternoon in a place where you might not necessarily expect it. Daniel Jones has looked like a new man in a Colts uniform. DJ Giddens is in at running back. Play action. Jones turns around, throws left. It's incomplete, off the hand of Tyler Warren right at the numbers at the 10-yard line. He was hit by P.J. Locke, free agent from a few years ago from the University of Texas.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier with these right-handed quarterbacks. Play action, you boot out to your left. Tough to make that throw. A little bit behind Tyler Warren there, and P.J. Locke does a good job getting him down on the ground. Big third down here.
Third down coming up, and 8 at the 10-yard line of Denver. Giddens in the backfield with Jones. Receivers stacked to each side, including Warren and Josh Downs to the right. Here's Jones. Pressure coming on the blitz, throws, and it's nearly intercepted. Falls incomplete harmlessly on the pass intended for Giddens, and Jonathan Cooper cannot believe that he had a chance at that interception that was thrown right near him. Would have been a tough play, but still had an opportunity, and here comes the Colt field goal unit.
There goes that blitz again on third down. Broncos send a bunch of pressure right up the middle, heating up Daniel Jones, speeding him up, and as you mentioned, almost threw it right to Jonathan Cooper.
This attempt will come from 28 yards on the right hash. Earlier today, Spencer Schrader is hit from 29, 33, and 36, and his field goal attempt is up, and it is good. And once again, the Colts have sliced into the Denver lead. It is now 28-26 Broncos on top with 8:33 left in the fourth quarter. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
The Ford lineup continues to show why it's a household name. Whether you're in the market for a gas, electric, or hybrid vehicle, your local Ford stores is the place to be. Command the road with the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years and counting. Ford F-Series trucks. Gear up and head out in an all-wheel drive Ford SUV. Perfect for the mountains, city, and everywhere in between. Or discover Ford's electrifying lineup of electric or hybrid vehicles. Don't wait. Inventory has arrived, so head to your local Ford stores today. Based on 1977 to 2024 CY total sales.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Think about it. You take thousands of steps every day. Shouldn't every single one of them feel amazing? Well, with Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins, they can. Skechers teamed up with podiatrists to design a shoe that provides amazing arch support for all-day comfort. And best of all, you get all this comfort, stability, and support with the ease of Skechers slip-ins technology. Just slip them on. There's no bending down and no struggling to tie your shoes. Just step in and go. Try Arch Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever comfortable footwear is sold.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
81-yard drive that goes 7 plays for the Colts, but once again stalls out in the red zone. Indianapolis is outgaining Denver 447 to 263, but they trail the Broncos 28 to 26 here in the fourth quarter with 8:33 left at Lucas Oil Stadium. Chris Carlin, 9-year NFL defensive back Darius Butler on hand. So, Darius, what's going on with the Colts offense in the red zone?
Yeah, you mentioned a huge discrepancy in yards gained, but once you get into that red area, you got to convert touchdowns. That's four red zone stops now by this Denver Broncos defense. That's very, very impressive. And then obviously that's the difference in the game right now. Could be down almost a couple scores, but instead you're still up 2 points to the Denver Broncos defense.
So the Colts will kick off with Spencer Schrader. A little chip shot kickoff that will land in the arms of R.J. Harvey. He's going to bring it back out across the 30 to the 35-yard line, and that's where we will see Bo Nix and this offense. Again, Chad Muma, reserve linebacker, made the tackle for Indianapolis. Bo Nix today has been pretty good in his own right. 20 of 27, 179 yards, but he has thrown for 3 touchdowns. On third downs, that's where he struggled a little bit, though. He's only 2 out of 6 for 25 yards and an interception. The tight end, Adam Troutman, who has a touchdown today, will line up to the right of the formation. Eye set. In the backfield is J.K. Dobbins, who takes the handoff and slides between his guard and tackle on the right side across the 40 to the 47, and a nice pickup of 7 yards on first down for Dobbins.
Another good physical run, north and south for J.K. Dobbins. That's what he does. Another handoff, I formation, and first down.
All out at the 42-yard line. Dobbins now has 11 carries for 49 yards. He will remain in the game in a one-back set. Motioning over to the far side is Trent Sherfield. Lines up tight to the formation right. Handoff, Dobbins running left this time. Dives forward. Looks like he's a little short of the first down. At the 44, the middle linebacker, Zaire Franklin, made the tackle. So a third and short coming up.
Zaire Franklin, Kenny Moore combining on the tackle. Now you got a third and very short around that 45-yard line. This is a huge down for both teams right here.
Third downs today. Denver, 3 of 7. They'll line up with a full house backfield. 2 up backs and 1 deep man with Nix under center. Nix surveying the defense, takes the snap, hands it off to one of the up backs, and he picks up the first down across the 45-yard line. And that was Dobbins, who was lined up as one of the up backs to the right side. DeForest Buckner enveloped him, but it was too late.
A good strong run by J.K. getting behind his pass, fighting for that yard. That's a big boy, Buckner, to take for that 1-yard ride. That's a big third down conversion around midfield.
They lined up 2 receivers in the backfield, Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin.
That was a funky formation.
I don't think I've seen that since black and white tapes. Shotgun set on first down from the Denver 46 with a 2-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Movement up front. Nix takes the snap, trying to sidestep tacklers. Thought he had a freebie, and is taken down right at the 44-yard line for a loss of a couple. There was no penalty flag thrown. Zaire Franklin knifed in and provided the pressure immediately. Then Denver thought somebody jumped offside, but they may have gotten back in time.
Yeah, it looked like it jumped into the neutral zone, but jumped back and didn't get touched by any of the offensive guys. J.K. Dobbins kind of gave up on the play, pointing at the defense. Bo tried to scramble, but couldn't escape the pressure.
28-26 Denver. Under 6 minutes left here in Indianapolis. Second down 11 for the Broncos from their own 44-yard line. Play clock to 5. Nix stepped up to the line, wants to snap, finally gets it. 4-man rush. Nix with time, throws left. It's complete. First catch of the day for Evan Ingram, and it's a biggie, the 500th of his career, as he picks up a first down at the 43-yard line of Indianapolis. Kenny Moore was there to end the play, but 12 yards for Evan Ingram, the veteran tight end.
Yeah, it looked like a little confusion on both sides of the ball, offensively with the Broncos and defensively with the Colts. Everyone got lined up, and Evan Ingram did a great job sitting right into their window in between two zone defenders. The Boldenix did a good job getting the ball on him.
First down Broncos. Troy Franklin motions to the far side right. Handoff, stretch play. It's Dobbins. Big hole. Cuts back up the middle. 30, 25. Dobbins finally spun to the ground at the 20-yard line. Cameron Bynum made the tackle that prevented the touchdown, but a pickup of 23 yards and a late penalty flag comes in as well from the near sideline. That's on the Indianapolis side. So Craig Rolstad getting a debriefing from the side judge as we speak. And let's see what the verdict is.
After the play, delay a game, number 27, Denver, with a spike. That's a 5-yard penalty. The play still results in a first down.
Wow.
And J.K. excited after. That was a great run. The Broncos did a great job blocking it up. Creased the Indianapolis coach right up the middle, kind of a zone run. He hits it vertical, north and south. Another running back that kind of gets stronger as the game goes on. Got a little excited with the spike after the run. Can't do that.
At the 25-yard line after the penalty, Dobbins, 13 carries, 53 yards. Remains in the game, alone in the backfield, takes the handoff on first down. Nothing for him up the middle, cuts right, flags come in late. And not a whole lot on the outside either, back to the line of scrimmage. And that was all because Franklin, who's been everywhere today, made the tackle. Let's again see what the penalty is. It came out of the offensive backfield. Looks like it's a face mask that's coming against Denver.
Personal foul. Face mask. Offense, number 82. It's a 15-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's Adam Troutman, the backup tight end, with 4:42 left. Denver with a 2-point lead, and they looked like they were in great shape moments ago, but those two penalties really hurting them and moving them back toward midfield.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties after the big J.K. Dobbins run. Now you're 1st and 25. Sit down a distance you never want to be in as an offense. Well, that's a good grab. Good call, though.
Ball spotted right at the 40 of Indianapolis. Pistol formation. Nix barking out direction. Split receivers. Takes the snap. Hands it off. It's R.J. Harvey, the running back, plunging forward for only a yard or two. Once again, it's Grover Stewart in the middle of the action with Joe Bocci, the linebacker. Clock rolling, down under 4.5 minutes left. Denver 28, Indianapolis 26. Second down and 23 coming up.
Yeah, 2nd and 23. You're this defense. You want to get a good stop, set up a 3rd and long. And on the flip side of that offense, you want to pick up at least half of this so you got a 3rd and manageable.
Evan Ingram, Sutton, and Pat Bryant bunched up on the formation wide right. Nix, the play clock at 3, claps his hands for the snap, gets it, drops the throw. Nix with time has it batted down at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis, the 8th-year defensive end from Ohio State, got the big paw up. And it's a 3rd and a mile coming for the Broncos.
Yeah, with Latu being out, being injured, he's getting some more burn. Had the penalty on the sideline earlier. And that's a big play. You should tell those D linemen, if you can't get home, get it left up with these right-handed quarterbacks. It's a big bat down now, setting up 3rd in a bus ride. So offensively, you want to get a chunk, give yourself a good field goal. And defensively, you want to make a good play, good explosive play here.
Crowd turning it up. Tyler Bidet is in for Denver in the backfield. Play clock down to 3. Nix takes the snap. Wide receiver screen right. It's caught. Franklin inside the 30. Twisted down on the numbers at the 24-yard line. DeForest Buckner finally made the tackle, but it's well short of a first down by about 9 yards as they pick up 15. And here comes Will Lutz for Denver to attempt the field goal. For Lutz, it'll be his first attempt of the day. He was 2 for 2 last week. Came over from New Orleans in 2023. This is from 42 yards. Right hash, snap, spot, kick on its way, and it hit the upright.
Throw it.
No good. And the Colts will get the football back, down by 2 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining.
It's a huge stop by the Indianapolis Colts. We talked about it coming into this drive. The Broncos had been converting, getting touchdowns once they got anywhere near that red area. After the big run from J.K. Dobbins, 2 huge penalties set them back behind the sticks. The Colts defense steps up, capped off by big missed field goals. I mean, it has to be tough, and I don't have much sympathy for kickers, but I mean, first kick with 3 minutes left in the game, it's a tough spot to get in there.
And I'm not going to lie, that ball moved from the center out to the right. I haven't seen a ball move like that since I was playing wiffle ball in my driveway.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say me trying to approach a green about 140 yards out.
On first down for the Colts, here's a handoff. It's Jonathan Taylor running between the center and the left guard, Quentin Nelson. Picking up 4 out to the 36-yard line. Zach Allen wouldn't let him go any further. Clock down to 3 minutes. Colts down by 2. Each team has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Alec Pierce will split out wide left. To the right, it's Michael Pittman and Josh Downs. The tight end right is the rookie Tyler Warren. And the shotgun is Daniel Jones, who's had a fantastic day, over 300 yards. Hands it off for Taylor, picking his way, lowering the boom on his way to a first down, out to the 46-yard line. And it's 10 more yards for Jonathan Taylor, who now has over 150 yards rushing today, 160 to be exact.
And over 200 total yards from Jonathan Taylor, just like all the top backs in the NFL. As the game goes on, these running backs wear on you. He finishes every run, every catch physically, falling forward. Now that's a big game. That missed field goal changed everything. They go up there, the Colts would have needed a touchdown. Now they only need a field goal at the 2-minute warning to go up and actually win this thing. So they're going to take their time.
Colts run it all the way down to the 2-minute mark. 28-26 Broncos. Colts with the football with a first down at their own 45-yard line when we return. It's been a fantastic game here in Indianapolis. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
New Beyond Raw Lit V2 pre-workout. GNC's #1 pre-workout. Now with harder hitting energy, an intense mind-body connection, and enhanced endurance support. This isn't just pre-workout, it's precision engineering for your body. Turbocharge your workout with new Beyond Raw Lit V2. Available now at GNC and GNC.com.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-In and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
2-minute warning here in Indianapolis. Denver 28, the Colts 26. The Colts with the football at their own 46-yard line. Daniel Jones in a pistol formation will hand it off for Jonathan Taylor on the stretch play to the left. He'll bring it out to the 50-yard line. and a pickup of 4 with 1:53 left. And a timeout has been taken. I believe Denver spent their first timeout after the run by Taylor. Sean Payton not wanting to let that run down. So let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Football Sunday on ESPN Radio.
What's up, New Mexico? This is Stephen A. Smith, and you're listening to ESPN Radio 1017, The Team.
KQTM FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque.
Second down and 6. Just moments ago, Will Lutz missing from 42 yards. Ball hit the right upright that would have given Denver a 5-point lead. Instead, the Colts with a field goal can win this game or at least take the lead. And on second down, they hand it off for Jonathan Taylor, who gets nothing.
Second
right at
charge
50.
timeout. Denver. This is a 30-second timeout.
With 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. You a little surprised at Shane Steichen and that Colts offense got a little conservative there?
I am surprised it got a little too conservative in my opinion. I mean, Jonathan Taylor can break one at any given time. There was a good run on first down to set up kind of second and medium. But, I mean, you have a quarterback that has shown he can make some good throws under pressure. He can get out of pocket and use his legs. So I am surprised at how conservative they have been. But this is a big third down here. If they get this first down, get into a comfortable field goal range. His field goal kicker has had a lot of opportunities today. He's pretty comfortable going out there and knocking one through the uprights if he gets a chance.
Colts are 5 of 11 on third down. This is the 3rd and 6 right at midfield, trailing by 2. Alec Pierce wide left, Downs, Pittman wide right. Out of the shotgun snap, Jones with pressure coming, fires, connects with Pierce, crossing route. He's got a first down outside the numbers on the right side, short of the 40. Pat Surtain on the coverage. And at the 43-yard line, that's where the Colts will have it.
And just like I mentioned, that was a big-time throw by Daniel Jones under pressure, backside. Benito's right on his back. Good throw in stride. Pick up a huge first down to Alec Pierce.
And now Denver has used their last timeout. So the Colts are at the 43-yard line. Spencer Schrader last week was 4 for 4 with his long of 48. That is his career long. He's not a kicker with a ton of experience in his second year from Notre Dame. Spent time last year, 2 games with Kansas City and 1 with the Jets before joining the Colts for 1 game at the end of the year. First down at the 43. 28-26 Denver. Jones will hand it off. It is Taylor straight into the belly of the beast. And he'll pick up a couple just shy of the 41-yard line. It was Inyoma Uwazurike making the tackle.
Colts keeping big people on the field, 13 personnel, 1 running back, 3 tight ends, only 1 wide receiver out there, and that's Alec Pierce. So lining up wise, coming out of the huddle with Jonathan Taylor in the dot, Daniel Jones under center, you would expect run right here again, but we'll see what they got.
Clock runs down to 1 minute 10. Jones will go under center. Taylor in a 1-back set. Tight end Ogletree goes in motion. Handoff. Taylor up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a half yard shy of the 40 with 55 seconds remaining. I wonder if they'll let this run down and maybe spend one of their timeouts. DeAndre Tillman made the tackle at the 40.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. The play clock winding down. Shane looks like he's talking. Daniel Jones doesn't look like he's in a hurry to get to the huddle. I expect the time out here. And Daniel Jones and Shane Steichen to come up with their best play to pick up another first down or at least more yards to give Schrader a better opportunity. But what was his career long? 48 yards?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're not quite there yet. So once again, another conservative first and second down from the Colts offense.
So the play clock runs all the way down.
First charge timeout, Indianapolis. This is a 30-second timeout.
Exactly as we were talking about. Game clock at 17 seconds. So with 2 more timeouts on a 3rd down and 7, they can throw the ball here to give themselves a better chance. This would be from about 58 right here. Now, his career-long field goal at Notre Dame was 54 yards back in 2023 against NC State. That courtesy of our statistician, Keith Parsons.
Okay. And they always have a line. You know, kickers have a line, a special team coach, they have a line to get to it. They feel comfortable. Good thing about playing at Lucas Oil Stadium is you don't have to deal with the elements. We're in the dome here, so it's set up for success for the kicker, but still tough to make a kick. We just saw Will Lutz doink one off the crossbar, so we'll see.
Jones will hand it off for Taylor, who is wrapped up right in the backfield. The first one to get there was Jonathan Cooper for a loss of 2, and this is going to be in the neighborhood of a 60-yard attempt as the clock runs down to 3 seconds, and the Colts call a timeout. I'm shocked.
I am as well. I'm shocked with the second down play call and then the third down play call after calling the timeout. Like I mentioned, they had all the time in the world to come up with their best play. That's what they came. They got to be pretty confident in Schrader to make this kick. I know there has been an adjustment with the K-balls. They can be worn in a little bit more, which give kickers a lot more confidence hitting these long field goals. But this special teams coordinator, the head coach, got to be pretty confident with Schrader kicking from his own helmet at midfield right now.
We saw Chris Boswell of the Steelers connect from 60 last week to beat the Jets. This will be from 60. Rigoberto Sanchez is the holder. The punter, Luke Rhodes, is the long snapper for Spencer Schrader, the second-year kicker from Notre Dame, to win the game for the Colts. Snap, spot, kick is on its way. It is off to the right and no good, well short as well, but there is a penalty flag down. Everybody hang on. The two teams started to leave their sidelines, but let's see what the call is from the officials. They huddle at the 44-yard line. Our referee today is Craig Rolstad. No indication yet from either team that they know what the call is. The Colts seem to think it might be against Denver, but what else would you expect?
The Broncos look pretty upset. I saw a helmet come off. But I tell you what.
Personal foul, leverage, defense number 96. That's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Wow.
I think the coach needed all 15 there because that kick wasn't close. I saw it up in the air. It came up pretty short. But you get another opportunity. Get a mulligan here.
And the first replay, we didn't see where it was. It was Inyoma Uwazurike, who was called for the penalty. And this now will make it a 45-yard attempt instead of 60. So here is Schrader after that costly penalty for Denver with a chance to win it. A reprieve, the snap, the spot, the kick is up. It is on the way, and it is good! And at the buzzer, the Indianapolis Colts have won it and have gone to 2-0 for the first time in 16 years.
Wow. What a game. What a finish. Young kid gets another opportunity after missing. You get a big penalty on the Broncos. And then you follow up, you get your mulligan, you knock it right down the middle. So he'll go down, 5 for 5 today with the game winner to put his team at 2-0, first time in 16 years. I believe that was my rookie year, and the coach went to the Super Bowl that year. So we shall see.
So many times today we have talked about the Colts offense stalling out in the red zone and having to rely on Spencer Schrader for some chip shot field goals. Well, that was a big one, and you will never see a bigger penalty called against the special teams unit of the Denver Broncos as Inyoma Uwazurike was called for getting leverage on one of the players up front and trying to leap to block that first field goal attempt.
Wow.
The Denver Broncos absolutely stunned as Schrader is carried off by his teammates on a game-winning 45-yard field goal.
Man, this game's about managing emotions. Sometimes calls don't go your way. You saw a lot of calls go against the Colts earlier, and now you get a call go your way. You got another opportunity to kick a field goal, a game winner. What a moment for Schrader. What a moment for the Colts to move on to 2-0. And, I mean, all the air just got to be taken out of the Broncos on that sideline. It's going to be a tough, tough ride home after losing a ball game like that. But, you know, this kind of goes against the analytics crowd who will go for it. You know, you take those points, you get stopped, you take the three, and you have the opportunity to enter the game to kick one and win the game. What a game. What a finish we had here.
Throughout the day, as entertaining as could be. Can't ask for better in week 2 of the NFL season. And Daniel Jones today, 23 of 34, 316 yards, 1 touchdown pass and a rushing touchdown as well. Indianapolis has had 8 different quarterbacks win games and 11 different quarterbacks since Andrew Luck announced his unexpected retirement. Have the Colts finally found their man?
It sure looks like it. And the quarterback, we talked about it earlier, having protection, having good play calling, having some talent around him. Wide receivers made some tough catches today. Tyler Warren has been phenomenal so far in his rookie campaign. And Jonathan Taylor, over 210 total yards today, 165 on the ground, another 50 in the air. So he's having a big year as well. But Daniel Jones, he looks like a brand new man here in Indianapolis.
Well, once again, our final score here at Lucas Oil Stadium, the Indianapolis Colts 29 and the Denver Broncos 28. For our statistician, Keith Parsons, our spotter, Ken Benowitz, our engineer, the great Al Rosenberg.